What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to your first annual ever Casually FC award show hosted by yours truly, Marshalldbdx. Today we're going to have a fantastic show with scintillating debates, great nominees, great categories, and you in the chat are going to be involved. Today, I will be accompanied by my usual panel and more panelists to come on, all who participated in this show that we have in store for you today. But before we do so, as always, ladies and gents, I beg, because I am suffocating in this goddamn outfit, be sure to smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. We are 300 subscribers away from our 3K mark. Also, check out the description below and also check out our memberships. Let's introduce our guests, starting with our first honorary member. Let's give a fine round of applause. That's the wrong button. Let's give a fine round of applause for our first panelist, Will. Let's go.
Hello, everyone.
How are you doing today, Will?
Hey, this is a fine day, you know. Been waiting for this.
Are you ready to be a part of this historic event?
Yep, I love what you're wearing, the attire, Marshall. Looks very smart.
I'm glad you like it. Our second panelist, as we know him, the chicken nugget lover, the only one, the real one. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our next panelist, Real Chris.
Amazing suit. Oh, you gonna do me like that now?
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
I thought we were gonna change lives here, man. Come on.
I did nothing. It's just the way the crowd receives you, okay?
Let's change some lives around here.
Sorry that you aren't proper Chelsea like Pochettino, okay?
Oh shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, and lastly, you see, Chris? And lastly, the number one Gallagher hater, the number one fan, the leader of the anti-Chelsea happiness trust. Give it up for our third panelist so far. Oh, wrong button. I stink at this today.
Maybe it's the suit. Too tight around your neck.
Scott!
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Huh?
Hey, listen, ladies and gents, we have a great show prepared for you with a bunch of categories, a bunch of nominations, and I think you guys are going to be excited for what we have in store for you. So, for this show, what I specifically did was I picked and it's the first time we're doing this, right? I picked a handful of categories. I gave it to my panelists all privately, and they privately voted on what they thought their answers were based on the amount of options they were able to fulfill. And from there, I did the tally and we found our winners for each category. So there are some categories, ladies and gents, believe it or not, this is where the drama comes in. There are some categories that are going to be left to the audience to decide on. And in those moments, we're going to give a minute to the chat to decide on the winner of each tiebreaker. And from there, we will have our nominee. But, ladies and gents, like I said, smash up the like. I hope you're ready to enjoy this show because this is going to be one heck of a show like none you've seen before. All right. Are you guys ready for your first topic or your first category?
Yes, let's go.
All right. Great. You guys sound so fucking enthusiastic. Oh, man. Okay. So, ladies and gents, I have here your first category of today. And I will give you the nominees that were chosen, and then I will follow it up with the winner shortly after. So, our first category is has matured the most. So, we're going by this season. We're going by June till the end of the Premier League season, essentially. And we needed to decide on what player we thought has matured the most within the team. Now, In this category, we had a few options. The first nominee goes to Cole Palmer. Wait, I got you.
Shocker right there.
Yep.
Interesting. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. It's not a bad shout. Right? Second nominee goes out to our new 115 million pound signing, Moises Caicedo. Third nominee was a player that no one anticipated to play for Chelsea and play for as long as he did. People thought he was going to ride the bench the whole season, but turns out when duty called, he showed up. And that is going to go to Georgi Petrovic. And last but not least, we have the last nominee, the one who started off the season very hot, collecting quite a surmount of cards like a Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Let's give it up for our fourth nominee, Nicholas Jackson.
Hey.
What? Wow.
So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, let me know who you think actually won this category, because we do have a winner. And I guess we'll start off by thinking, what do we think of the nominees? There's some good nominees in there. Everyone probably knows who they voted for, so let's not discuss who we voted for, right? But I think there's some good nominees. I think Petrovic is a good shout. Caicedo started off slow and grew into the team pretty well. Cole Palmer, also started off on the bench and then eventually became a key player for Chelsea. Nicholas Jackson, we saw the player he was in the beginning, texting OnlyFans girls like Astrid Wet, and then eventually just, getting serious out here. So, what do we think, panel?
Wait, can I say, did you say Gusto in there? If you didn't say Gusto, I'm disappointed.
Gusto was not nominated. Nope.
No.
I'll be
What's up,
real.
guys?
No, that actually makes sense for him not to be nominated, because I think
Makes sense.
I think he's been consistently good. So I don't think he's had to, from when I watched him in France, I think he's the same level of good. So when it came to maturing, I thought it means touching up more of their aspects of their game and that sort of thing. Which I'm not saying Gusto hasn't done. It just didn't spring to mind.
I'm sorry. No, Jackson's in. No Gusto.
No,
like
don't
Jackson.
you dare, Chris.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I think Gusto's been our second best player.
Chris, don't.
Well, it's not best player, Chris.
That's
It's
not
about most matured.
You said most matured. I thought you said player.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. No.
Oh my
We're starting
God,
off with most mature.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's why you need subtitles, man. I need to read it. I might miss it.
Hey, boo Chris again.
Boo this man.
I got you. You're right.
I am stupid.
See, that's why you got booze, Chris. That's why you got booze in the beginning. Curry Pirate saying here, it's Jackson. Me went from getting inspiration from Astrid Wet to getting inspired from himself. Already putting on a better performance than Gallagher this season. Okay, great, thanks.
I agree with the Jackson thing, though. By the way, the Jackson.
People say touchy Jackson here. Okay,
he's actually matured over the second half of the season. I felt like a lot more. Who won it, or you not announced the winner?
I've not announced yet. I'm waiting for discussions to diminish.
I mean, did I even give it to the most matured? I think I may have forgot that one. Somehow.
I think every.
Oh my God.
Why are you in the chat,
Chris?
The fuck? Yeah,
Why are you in the chat?
I think every person that's nominated is deserving of it for differing reasons. I know who I nominated for, and I obviously think they're the most deserving. But yeah, I think every nomination is deserving. We've started off with this isn't controversial. Whatever the opposite of controversial is, we've reached a consensus, it seems, apart from Chris being an idiot with this group. There isn't a controversial choice.
I'm actually a little bit surprised with Petrovic being nominated. I guess it kind of makes sense, but I don't know. I think he's been consistently decent, but he's made a few errors as well. So he wouldn't have been one that sprung to mind for me. But he has been decent. So
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for our winner? Let's go ahead.
I think I know who's going to win, but
let's go ahead and get the drum rolls. Ready? Drum roll, please. The winner of Who's Matured the Most for Chelsea this season goes to Nicholas Jackson.
Yay!
That makes sense.
We say winning Jackson High.
To be fair, he was my second choice. He would have been my second choice.
Do you remember what your first choice was? Your first choice, I think, was Petrovic, wasn't it?
It was indeed.
Mine was Caicedo. I picked Caicedo. I looked down my list. I think, how did I pick most mature? I thought Caicedo was a very mature player on the pitch and everything. I thought he was very mature.
He would have been my second choice, I think. Caicedo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What was your first choice, Will? I think it was Nicholas Jackson, right?
Well,
yeah. I also voted Jackson. So yeah,
makes sense.
I think it was fair to say I think Jackson definitely showed a lot of maturity throughout the season. We saw how he started and we saw how he finished, and he finished a lot stronger than a lot of us expected. 19 GNA, right? Or 19 goals.
He got 14 in the Premier League, right? I think he got 14 in the Premier League.
Yeah, he got 14 goals.
I felt like his attitude was very, like, even just like body language on the field and everything and all that type of stuff. Second half of the season, I felt like he's more mature and, like, more serious getting these goals and, getting his head down. So, Jackson actually was deserved, I think, actually.
He's a team player, yeah. Apart from that penalty incident, he's shown a lot.
Yeah, he's trying to give that to, obviously, yeah. He definitely calmed down after that one.
Yeah, and also, like, even on the pitch and his role he plays, he's very selfless. I think a lot of, I don't think anyone here, but a lot of people in his fan base this season haven't given him enough credit and are very quick to want him out of the team even next year for another player, which the grass isn't always greener, so...
This is true, and I think the big sign was the haircut after Arsenal when he buzzed his head. It was one of those moments like, oh shit, like he's done doing this flary shit. He's just gonna put his head down and just carry the team as much as he can. So big up to Nicholas Jackson. We've seen the maturity happen this season. And I mean, a lot of us were. Listen, Camille, you're not the only one. A lot of us were wrong about him. And we're glad he turned it around. We just hope that he keeps ascending, right? So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that was our first category. Big up to everyone. Now, next category. Ladies and gents, this one's this one was actually close. And by the way, for the previous one, Jackson was clear. Everyone else was tied for.
I expected as much.
Everyone else was tied for second. So for this one was actually a little close, a little neck and neck. I'm not gonna lie. But there could only be one winner, ladies and gents, in the Casually FC Awards, and the next category will be most missed due to injury. Now, for those of you who may not understand what we mean by this question, is the player that we wished was fit for most of this season, which is probably how I should have worded it. But hindsight is 2020, and I am also silly sometimes, so it is what it is. But that's what I meant. That is what I meant. Player that was missed most due to injury. And in this category, we have first name on the list. First name on the list, Reece James.
Waiting for that.
Oh, this
way.
This is
They should have stayed fit. They don't get booed. They'll stay fit.
Oh, you booed all of them.
They get all booed.
No, he's just booing Reece, man.
Second name on the list, Christopher Nkunku.
Oh my god, I forgot about him.
Yeah, I picked them.
Hang on. Did you say you forgot about him?
Yeah, I
forgot about Lavia. That's the one I forgot about.
Well, Chris, funny you mentioned that. Our third nominee is Romeo Lavia.
We love Lavia.
37-minute Lavia, man. 37 minutes. Fuck me, man. Lavia.
And our fourth nominee is... Do you?
Fofana.
Our fourth and final nominee is Carney Chukwemeka.
Yeah.
Who picked him, man? Who picked him?
No one, I just realized no one fucking missed Fofana. Goddamn.
No,
We forgot
no.
about him.
Yeah, you got damn right. We didn't.
We're a savage panel.
No way. Oh my god.
Nope, Fofana was not missed this season. And even if he was, we still would have conceded 50 million goals.
Harry, well, you should be doing a list, man.
Oh, man. Oh,
defend your boy.
man. Anyways, ladies and gents, what do we think of this list? I think, you know what? I am surprised Carney is on here a little bit.
Yeah.
But there are some people that hold Carney to high regard to say that if he were on the team for most of the season, he would have made a large impact.
Would have been a good bench.
Hey, Solomon, Lavia was nominated, by the way. I just saw in the comments. You said words.
Nominees were Lavia, Nkunku, Reece James, and Carney.
I mean, there was a big list of injuries we could have listed from that injury list. It's just picking. Obviously, the two top ones is, to me, Nkunku and Reece. I felt like Nkunku presence would have been needed this season. Reece James has been Reece James. He's one of the best in the world. So those two was definitely my two most missed this season. Hopefully not next season, but oh god, hopefully we don't get these injuries.
Nkunku, man.
If you want,
forget about Nkunku.
Yeah.
No,
if you
I
want,
think my bias.
by the way, boys, if you want, you can invite Oliver. By the way, I forgot to mention that you can invite Oliver. Oliver obviously didn't have a say in the votes, but he can be our peanut gallery.
A peanut.
Sure.
I go on Twitter and I send him the link.
Thank you.
I think it's because I don't like Gallagher that much. I thought, I wish we could have seen Lavia and Caicedo more. I think that's where my point of view was at. I kind of forgot about Nkunku and the fact that he would have been massively helpful.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, at least Chilwell's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, no one missed Chilwell.
I'll be completely honest. I don't think there's anyone else you can include on this list that I think we genuinely missed. I don't think we missed Fofana personally. I know what people will say, but I don't think we missed him as much as the other people on this list. But I think we missed Gusto this season more than we missed Fofana through injury.
Actually, yeah, because there's no reason. You're right about that. There's no reason. So yeah, we're fucked for right back.
I'd even argue when obviously he wasn't out for as long as these other guys, but I think when Cucurella was out, by the way, I think that was a bit of a miss as well for that couple.
Yeah, Sanchez didn't deserve to be there.
We missed Sanchez on injury, man. How long was he out for? A month?
I didn't even think of Fofana. I can't lie.
No, I didn't either.
I think, by the way, Fofana would be like our best centre back. I think talented-wise, but he's never fit.
No, I don't.
We don't miss him because we don't know what we really have because he's never on the pitch. Really, he's barely on the pitch.
I'll be honest. We can go through our nominations after it's announced if Marshall wants or whatever. Yeah. But for me, my two nominations, like there was no one I thought about apart from my two nominations. There are people on this list that I didn't think that I didn't even consider that I didn't think about.
Well, I'll go over it.
Okay.
Oliver, you just joined us as an audience member. What do you think of these nominations, and who do you feel was left out, hung out to dry?
Well, first of all, I just want to apologise for not being able to participate because my planning basically. I tried to leave this evening free because I thought I was going to be busy, but I'm not. So here I am.
Hey, I just want to know where's Ahmed.
It is what it is.
Hey ho.
Ahmed should be apologising.
Ahmed will be apologising.
Anyway, can you just repeat the question quickly?
So, our most missed player nominees due to injury, right? So, players who were missed because they were not fit this season. And big up Andrew who are joining us as well. Our nominees were Reece James, Christopher Nkunku, Romeo Lavia, and Carney Chukwemeka.
I agree with those as a top four. Yeah, I think Carney's a shout. I think people in this fan base really underrate Carney with what he can do. Like even in the limited minutes that we've seen over both seasons of him at this club, he's still shown a whole lot of promise. And that injury's just been killing him, man. Like that knee one that he got against West Ham. I think Lavia as well. Not being able to rotate Enzo out, or at least that's been Poch's excuse that he couldn't rotate Enzo out to recover from the hernia. I think having Lavia really helped that. So I think probably those two would be my top two. But apart from that, the top four is fine that you've just listed there. I'm happy with that.
Well,
honorable mention, yeah.
yeah. No, welcome to the show, Andrew Winter Surfer. Welcome to the awards ceremony. You missed the first one. It's okay. The second one was players missed most due to injury, and it was Reece James and Kunku, Lavia, and Carney were our nominees. We haven't decided our winner yet, but I'm curious to see what your thoughts are on the nominees.
Yeah, I think they're the right ones. Oh, by the way, welcome to Casually FC Cole Palmer Award Show. So just get that out of the way right now. We'll probably win most of them next year. I think I won't tell you what I put down, but yeah, I think that's the right selection. Looking at the entire squad, I think that was the good call for whoever, wasn't it? So yeah, you decided them. So yeah, good bunch there. I think all were missed in some part of the season, a great deal, and it showed when most of them came back. It showed what we missed, even in brief little patches, or what we could have had all season. But one Argentinian had to ruin that. So
Fair enough. I know which Argentinian.
By the way, you promised me we'd be doing this over here, UK, face to face, so I could slap real Chris like Will Smith did to Chris Rock. That's what you promised me.
Excuse me?
next year. Right now, this is the beginning. We're just working on a strict budget here.
All right, by the way, Marshall,
Marshall,
you never said anything about dressing up, so I did my best. So
I respect the effort.
I did my best.
That's dirty and it's a tie.
I did my best.
Fair enough. Respectable. I mean, it is an award show. I assume people knew to dress up for an award show, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm the host. The host has to be the most. I guess actually, I don't know. The host has to be the one that stands out the most, I guess. But all right, ladies and gents, enough dilly dally. Are we ready for our winner?
Yes, we are.
I was ready to play the crickets.
Please be read.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Well,
Ladies
I
and
know
gents.
who's gonna win.
Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Ladies and gents, the winner of player who was missed the most due to injury goes to Christopher Nkunku.
Fucking hell, man. You robbed it.
Oh, we're taking Potter's side on that one.
Right choice.
Emotions are quite riveting in the audience.
Reece James robbed, man. He was robbed.
you guys who voted for.
No, we didn't miss Reece James as much. This is my
Reece
thing.
James
We didn't
was
miss
robbed,
Reece
man.
James
He
as
was
much.
robbed of that injury list. Come on, man. Who's a better man than him?
No, we didn't miss Reece James as much.
Fuck. Reece deserved it, man.
Chris,
Felt
you
robbed
should
me.
have. You should
No, he
have.
didn't.
Here's the thing. Reece wasn't missed as much because we had Malo Gusto.
Yep.
That is true, but we had Gallagher. Come on.
Yeah, but was Gallagher anywhere near as good
Come on,
as Nkunku? Come on, man.
I mean,
Chris,
it's
what
just- it
What
was
are we
good
really
as
saying
Reece
right
James.
now, Chris?
Chris,
Come
you
on,
made me turn on you. What is that?
No, wait, no. We had Gallagher,
I
defending
was
for
on your
Nkunku.
side. I
We
was
have
on your side,
Gusto
Chris.
like that. I think Reece James is a more important miss, by the way. I think it's wrong.
Nah.
Gallagher was a great replacement.
There's a reason. There's a reason why my second nomination after Nkunku obviously was Carney.
Oh yeah, you guys can. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
That's the rightful winner because of what Chris just mentioned. Because of the drop off to the player behind him. Holy
Gallagher's a
shit!
good player, man. He's
I
probably
would
like
throw
top
a
3 of our players
tomato
this
at
season.
Chris. If I could see you, Chris, I'd actually throw a tomato at you right now.
the drop off in quality from Nkunku to next in line is humongous.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the biggest drop off we have in quality across the whole team outside of the striker position.
Come on, I think you're
Well, that's
harsh.
that's
No,
fair enough.
it's
I
the
just
biggest
went-
drop off in quality
It's a fact.
between any player in our team outside of the striker position. That's striker.
Come on, like every manager rates Poch, man. Even this new manager, man, he rates Poch, rates Gallagher. Even this new manager, he rates Gallagher.
It's
I feel
not about
Gallagher's
Chris,
unreplaceable.
Gallagher is an okay player. That's not my
He's
argument.
a good player.
Gallagher's
He's
an
a good
okay player.
Good player.
He's a 4-5 out of 10 player.
Why are you engaging?
We're
with
talking
this
about
conversation
drop-off.
with Chris? He's taking the piss. You know that, right? You know, he's taking.
I mean, he is a good player. He is a good player. He is a good player.
From a 9 out of
He
10
isn't
player
bad.
to a 5 out of 10 player.
He keeps popping Gallagher. You know he's taking the piss, right? He's popping Gallagher.
I am a Gallagher
smiling
diehard fan. Watch. No, I'm not smiling.
What happened?
smiling
When
like
did
you're
you turn
a
into a
terrible
Ninja Turtle?
Diehard
bro?
Gallagher fan right here.
You're a terrible person.
Like Gallagher actually, like, come on, man. He actually did pretty good for Chelsea. He's like one of our best players, man.
No,
Like,
he was
defender.
good for
Oh,
like
Jesus Christ.
You know, got the music so you can stop Chris and talking or something like that, like they play in the real shows. You know,
I might have to. I might have to.
Yeah.
I might have to
Go
cut
to
the mic
commercial
on
break.
Chris. Cut the commercial break.
We'll get him next. We'll get him next season, Rich James. Don't worry. We'll get him
Next season. Next season.
Next season.
Yeah.
Wait a
better-
minute, you want
No,
to
no,
next
no,
season?
no,
Yeah, you
no,
better
no,
hope
hang on,
it's
hang on.
snapping,
No,
Chris.
no, no, hang on. We don't want him. We don't want him
Exactly,
to get this award next season. We don't want him to get the award next
Yes,
season. We want him to
You
be
don't
fit.
want him to get the award, Chris.
Chris, if he gets this award next season, he's on the transfer list. I'm sorry,
I
bro.
was gonna say he will leave.
Oh my God. Marsh, you better show up to my funeral wearing this. Wouldn't that be a little inappropriate? Don't I need to wear all black? Isn't that the formal
It's
attire
the
for
injury
funeral?
list award.
Oh my days. So yeah, that's the player we miss most due to injury. All right, ladies and gents, are we ready for our next category?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will say so far, again, no controversy, I would say. Outside of Chris being weird.
What do you mean?
Yeah, no controversy. Now, this one might get controversial because this, ladies and gents, actually, let me get into it. So, our next category is Save of the
I don't think it'd be
Season.
that comment.
I like this one,
Save of the Season. Yes, ladies and gents. Now, I put this one in there because I knew people were going to struggle with it. I feel like saves get very underlooked or overlooked throughout the season. And there was some good options there. I had to do some thorough research to find some good saves there. Throughout Sanchez and throughout Petrovic. Not gonna lie, Sanchez had some good ones, but I think overall, when you take into consideration the occasion, the emotion, and just the ability, then we come to our nominees. And our first nominee.
Before you get into Marshall, was that actually a winner out of this? Did more than one person pick the same save?
I'd be crazy if they do.
So yes,
What?
people did the same save.
What? That's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy.
It's because we told
Yeah.
each other.
well, I know what it
No.
is then. Yeah.
So, our first nominee is Petrovic's save during the penalty shootout versus Newcastle.
That was
Okay.
my pick. Yeah, I was good.
Okay.
Shit, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
To Matt Ritchie, if I need to be specific.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was a good save. That was a very good save. I think it was very momentous. It was we were all very invested. None of us thought we were going to win, and we ended up scrapping a win against that team.
Hey, Patrick, you're onto something there. You're onto something.
So, our next nominee is Petrovic's save versus Morris against Luton in our 3-2 victory.
I'm very happy that's in there.
Oh yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That's it,
I
man.
mean, that's actually shot.
I
I
did
rate
upset.
that one. I forgot about it until just
And this one was kind of weird, which is why I asked some people to be a little bit more specific. But I'll say we have two categories in this one. All right. Our third nominee is Petrovic's save versus Tielemans' header in Villa.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Huh?
Right. Come on.
Is that the home game or the away game?
I think that was home.
Well, that Sanchez was in goal, and so it's not Petrovic.
Okay, no, it's away then.
You
It's
will be
away.
away.
I seen it. I
I
rewatched it.
don't know. I can't remember.
I could show you, man. I saw a comp, man.
Please do,
Wait
because
a minute,
I
wait a
didn't
minute.
know
We-
what
Wait, can I just?
anyone was
We,
talking
we,
about.
we need clarity here because we played Aston Villa 4 times.
Yeah, I won the
Yeah,
cup.
I
You come
know.
on the cup.
It
Yeah.
might be in the
Oh,
cup.
yeah,
I think
forgot
it might be in
about
the cup. Right, I know the save because Tielemans headed the ball straight down to the ground and it went up to near crossbar and then Petrovic tipped it over.
Was
I
it
lit-
Tielemans?
It was Tielemans, yeah.
Mhm.
I'd double check. He's number 8,
Okay.
right? He's number 8, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Again, now we know what Chris voted for.
Yeah.
Our fourth nominee, and this I'm gonna assume what it is, but it was very vague, and I asked for clarity, and I didn't get it. The fourth nominee is Petrovic's save versus Aston Villa versus Matty Cash.
Again, we played
the
Oh, no, I think I remember that.
That's the one where he just barely grazed it. It was going
That
in.
was the 2-2 draw, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember the one.
Matty Cash had two moments like that, actually, I think, now that I think about it. But it was a very last minute, just barely missed. It hit the post. But Petrovic just got a finger on it and veered it that way. But ladies and gents, we have a tiebreaker. Yes, we have a tiebreaker. And this is where I leave it to the crowd. And this is where I leave it to the audience. Audience, you have a minute to decide on our winner. And that's going to be decided on 31:45. I'm looking at it right now. So, the tiebreaker is actually between Petrovic's penalty save versus Newcastle or Petrovic's save against the Luton header. Which, by the way, both were absolutely phenomenal saves. I think very big occasions. I noticed Sanchez wasn't on here. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that?
Yeah,
I mean,
there
that
was
was
one
on a-
save. There's if I had to give like honorable mentions, the Bournemouth game, the 0-0, Sanchez did have a save where he ran across the entire net and just
That
put
was
his body
sick.
out there. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, he actually managed to save it. You could argue it was a bad fucking shot, but no, he still saved it. And there was probably another one there. I can't remember which one, though. So,
He made a decent double save against Man United, I guess. It's all right. Yeah.
yeah.
I
seem
will
to
say
remember
that
Aston
Luton
Villa
one
save
should
as well
probably be
from
the winner.
Sanchez.
I will say that Luton one.
Oliver, is that the one on Zaniolo? The one where he half volleyed it?
I can't remember the exact details, but it was
Yeah.
in the home game.
Yeah, that was
Right.
yeah, that was a good save as well.
Ladies and gents, our results are in. Big up to the chat. All right. The winner was Petrovic's penalty save versus
Oh,
Newcastle.
piss off, man.
Yeah.
It's a penalty save. Come on. What are people doing?
Yeah,
It's a
I
penalty
mean-
save. What are you doing? It's a penalty save, for Christ's sake.
Andrew, have some respect for the voters, man.
Hell,
Andrew,
man.
did you vote for the Morris header
Yeah,
one as
you
well?
vote for the Luton one.
Yeah.
I
wasn't
mean,
it?
I was
that
thinking
should
that,
be it.
yeah.
Yeah, that should be it.
What are you doing here, man?
Game-winning,
Right, that's-
game-winning
that was the one.
This is the problem. This is why democracy doesn't work. By the way, in that vote just there, it's ridiculous. A penalty save in a quarter-final as well. Wasn't even a semi-final or final. It was in a quarter-final. What are we doing here? Come on, guys.
I thought we had to be
What's
within
wrong with
90
you?
minutes, but not within 90 minutes, but within open play. I thought that was.
You
Yeah,
guys make me
everything
sick. This whole awards ceremony is a sham now. That's what it doesn't look like.
Hey, it was from the last one, man.
Ridiculous.
I agree.
Christ. You know what? You made me mad. There, I'm not
They
doing
take like
it.
He's undressing now.
You get fucked. Ridiculous.
Oh, my
Penalties.
days.
A penalty save like that is better than his like the one with his right hand.
Man, we've seen Kevin make penalty
like that.
saves. Come on.
Piss off.
Oh, my God.
I'm so dude, just don't even.
It's rigged.
Well, that was
It's rigged from the start. It's rigged from the start.
Plan.
I told you, ladies and gents, this is going to be filled with controversy, drama, everything you need.
I've seen elections rigged better than this. This is ridiculous. Stupid. Come on.
I didn't expect
I
this
mean-
one to be the most controversial. Didn't expect this.
That's to
I
be
mean-
fair. Give it some time. Give it some time. I doubt this is going to be the most
I was gonna
controversial
say.
one.
Do you know why?
yeah.
Do you know why you shouldn't? Because I didn't think the people would be so stupid to vote for a penalty save over a penalty like that. You
Yeah.
morons. Yeah. Nah, I'm going full heel on your asses. You're done. Yeah. Honestly, you marks. Get stuck.
That save that he's talking about is the one that helped us go into the next round of the Carabao Cup, I believe. Or was it the FA Cup?
Ooh.
It was Carabao Cup, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh.
I'm sure it was
I
Carabao Cup.
suspect
It wasn't even a good penalty save. Do you know what I mean?
I
It
don't
wasn't
remember
even
it.
a
I
good-
don't even remember
It
it,
was
to be
an
honest. I remember the
easy
Luton
penalty
one.
save. It was an easy penalty save.
But the occasion, I think he came in. He got subbed in for that game, didn't he?
No.
No,
He wasn't
So he
starting.
started that game. He
That's
started.
how
He
much
just
you
started,
remember.
okay. I don't remember. I didn't look
Yeah,
into
No,
because
the
it
game
wasn't
we
that
got
important.
sucked into was the Everton game,
Everton.
but we lost.
Okay. Because there's context to this game, right? None of us expected none of us actually expected to beat Newcastle, because we got mollywopped by them only a few weeks prior. It was an embarrassing loss, and we thought, well, what's that? Miley Cyrus was gonna dunk on us again.
I'll
Like
be
he
real.
did.
Didn't they get injured during that game though? Didn't Gordon have to come off?
Maybe.
Yeah.
No,
I think. Well, in that game, I think they what's his face? Didn't Almiron have to come off within like 20 minutes or something? They had like 2 injuries in the first half.
Yeah, I think
Let's
so.
actually look at this.
So memorable, we can't even remember.
They were still
This
very
is hard.
dominant over us. Like we had to rely on Trippier basically, effectively scoring an own goal, but giving it to Mudryk. Like that guy at Stamford Bridge. I don't know what goes on in his brain.
Yeah, it's the bright lights.
I'm asking the same thing of this audience, picking that stage.
I can't remember what I voted. I think I voted for the Villa one. I think I voted for the Villa one.
But that's the thing. Will,
Yeah,
you voted
I
for the
did.
Villa one, but you didn't specify
It's
which
fucking
one.
Chris
I
was
mean,
fucking fucking Villa saved. He doesn't even know which fucking.
No,
Villa
I
game
saw
it's
from
from.
TikTok. I saw
You know,
from TikTok.
or
I
which
just can't find it
goalkeeper
again.
saved it. His confusion, stuff like that. Honestly.
I can't find it again,
Chris,
man. I
this
can't
is your
find it again.
fault. This is your fault, Chris, really.
I mean, I saw the Luton one, by the way. And I was supposed to pick it. I don't know why I
If
didn't
we're
pick it.
taking away the Chris agenda, it's really Will's fault because Will didn't specify which Villa goal.
Dude,
and he-
you could have just said the same one as Chris to make it
Yeah,
more
I think, was it
likely.
the header, Will? Was it the header?
that would have been a
No,
three-way
it was
tie
the
then.
Matty Cash one where he tipped
Oh,
it
the
past
low
post.
shot one. The low shot one.
Yeah.
But Chris didn't vote that one.
Yeah.
See, I assumed that one was yours, Will, because I know you. But
Oh,
I couldn't.
That's a good thing or a bad thing.
Imagine if we had the ability, just someone dropping in right now. Like, oh yeah, we're just going to show you which 2 saves we voted on for save of the season. Which one do you think our great audience picked? Definitely not the penalty one. That one is the other one where it tipped over the bar and saved you from a humiliating draw against Luton.
The
No,
Villa
no,
saves are
penalty.
better than the penalty one as well.
Ridiculous, honestly.
the controversy has begun, ladies and gentlemen. And it was the Carabao Cup quarterfinal. So I think maybe people were lost by emotion in the importance of the game in the moment. And it being Petrovic, his first penalty shootout for Chelsea. And he impressed us. But ladies and gents, that is our winner for save of the season. Petrovic versus Matt Ritchie, Newcastle penalty shootout. Wonderful.
Yeah.
And that was the one that won us the game and helped us advance. So, all right. This is the part where we go on to the next category and potentially another controversial one, ladies and gents. Dun, dun, dun. I need that sound in my soundboard. Okay. All right. Next category is worst player of the season.
Ooh, who did I vote for that?
You got
I
so
can't
excited.
remember.
You got so excited.
I know who one of my nominations was. I don't know who the other 2 were.
This is disgrace. This was-
Guys, there was 8 nominations for this.
Jesus.
not
There
surprised.
was 8 nominations for this.
Do Chris and Will don't even know who they're voting for?
I know who it
I
I know.
David
I
Washington.
know.
Yeah.
I'm very clear now. I know.
Oh, I know who I voted for. Deserving nominations. What?
All right.
How did I forget?
I swear
one-
to God, if
one's
anyone,
gonna win it,
anyone
one's
has
gonna win it, I
voted
know.
Gallagher here, I swear to God, because even I don't like Gallagher, but this is disgraceful.
All right.
I swear.
There
Oh,
were
no,
8 nominees.
I'll say it right
There
now,
were
I
8 nominees.
Gallagher's in there. Like Scott
There were
Gallagher.
8
That's
nominees.
face facts.
No,
Let's
I
go
didn't.
ahead.
Hand on heart, I didn't vote Gallagher.
Hey, that's good. That's good. We should be.
Like
I know you
Texas.
voted there, man.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
You like my one?
So let's go with, and I'm not gonna boo. I'll boo at the end of the nominees because all
Yeah,
these
that's gonna be a
guys, all these guys did stink up the pitch, didn't they? Well, -1. I disagree with one, but we know who voted that one. Okay. The first nominee is Robert Sanchez.
Deserved.
All right. Second nominee, Alfie Gilchrist.
Oh,
I know who nominated him as well.
third nominee is Conor Gallagher.
What?
Fair play. Whoever nominated him, fair play.
Come on,
I
who did
blame
that?
Ahmed. This is definitely Ahmed. I just see it
Fourth
now.
nominee was Ben Chili Chilwell.
I mean, he barely played, but he was part injury. Let's have forgot.
Our fifth nominee goes to Raheem Sterling. Ooh, 300K a week.
300K a week, bro.
Our sixth nominee is our Ukrainian man, Mikhailo Mudryk.
That's a bit harsh.
Our seventh nominee is our Head and Shoulders rep, Mark Cucurella.
Oh, come on.
What?
We know.
Hey,
We
if
know
you think
about
about
That
it,
was definitely
if you
Ahmed,
think
by the
about
way.
it, think
That
about
was
it.
definitely
Think about
Ahmed.
it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And our eighth nominee is Armando Broja.
Oh, that's
Who did
Ladies
that?
and gents, what do we think about our nominees list here?
Why couldn't
I don't know,
everyone
but
vote
I've just
Chilwell?
watched that. I've just watched that penalty save again. It's an easy fight. It's an easy fight. Easy fight. That's an easy fight. I can't believe you
Dude, don't make
frauds.
me laugh. I might burst the button on this
You
mess.
fraud.
Come on, man. You gotta be a bigger man. You lost.
I can't. We all lost. That award represents us all. We all lost. No one picked that. No, I want to know who picked that as their.
Not me.
Who picked that?
Not me.
Who picked that in the group? Who picked it?
Well, I'll tell you, I picked it as one of mine.
I did.
No. Wait. Was there
I
two?
didn't.
Was there two? Oh
No,
my
there's
god.
I
one.
can't remember who voted.
There's one.
The
There
other
was
one.
one. I read it.
Okay.
It'd be so
I'll
much
try to-
easier if the people who voted were actually on the show, but we'll shame them. Prime and Ahmed. Wait, actually, if none of you guys admitted to voting for it, it must be between Prime or Ahmed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I voted both.
Actually, no, it's Prime because Ahmed. You know what's funny? Funny thing, Ahmed's not here to defend himself, so he can go. He can hold that. Out of all of us on here, if we were taking a test, by the way, Ahmed would have failed because he didn't answer two questions. He answered save of the season with Sanchez,
What?
very specific.
What's wrong with that?
And then he gave me 4 answers for a 3 answered questions. So I was like, which one is it?
This man's a chartered surveyor or whatever it is. I don't know what he does. He works.
And then when I
he's
asked
civil
him,
engineer.
He works with.
this is what I mean. He doesn't know how to read instructions, but yeah, he's
He
a
works at
civil
Megablock.
engineer.
That's it. He works at Megablock. That's what Andrew.
That's right. Yeah, it's
Megablock.
engineer.
He gets the
Civil
blueprint. He's like, just build it like that. I don't need a blueprint. And what makes it worse is I asked him to clarify. He didn't respond to me. But when he saw me on playback, he decided to ask me, "Hey, was that me on playback, bro?" I asked you a very important question, but it is what it is. Ahmed's not here. He can hold that. The man is, he might be an uncivil engineer. Very, very well said. A. Soliman, thank you for the is that Egyptian pounds, right? The 50 Egyptian pounds. Andrew, Eden Hazard laughing emoji. And big up to E. Soliman for using his membership emojis. But ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, we have a tie for this one.
Wait.
Well, to be fair, depending on who the tie is, they're both deserving, so they can hold the award together.
Yeah,
What do you think
Boho
the
bet.
tie is?
Let's be honest.
What do you think the tie is?
Boho.
I don't care.
Get to it. I think I know.
Okay. The tie is between Robert Sanchez and Ben Chilwell.
Deserved. Hold the award together.
Chat,
Yeah.
Hold
you
the award.
have
No,
1
fuck
minute
that.
to vote.
Fuck that. Hold the
Vote
award together.
Chilwell,
you
please
pussy.
vote Chilwell.
Deserved it.
I dare the chat to pick Sanchez over Chilwell. I dare you. Go on, do it. Do it right now.
No, don't do it.
I'll be real. They're hold it together. They're both arse.
Do it right now. Do it right now. I dare you
I
to-
vote
I
Chilwell.
dare you.
I mean,
Right,
it's
them
not,
50,
it's
that
not
was
looking
bad.
good for Sanchez. I'll be
Do
real. Like,
it right now, you
be like,
frauds. Go on. Do it, you frauds. No, I'm going to pick Sanchez as well. There we go.
30 seconds, chat. 30 seconds to put your votes in.
Mate,
Oh my god.
Andrew,
And
they're gonna
Oliver,
pick-
I mean,
they're gonna pick
as
Chilwell.
as an honorary audience member, what are your thoughts on the choices here and the tiebreaker?
I mean, I agree that they've all had poor seasons. I mean, they've all had poor seasons. I'm just shocked that given our defensive record this season, I'm shocked that more of our defenders haven't got onto this list. Like, I'm a fan of Badiashile, but I think he would have. I think you could have put him on this list. No one would have batted an eyelid.
By the way,
Just as an example.
did Chilwell have one good game this season? Realistically,
Yes.
No,
Yes.
no, we had one
That's
good
a
game.
lie.
We did
Yeah,
have one
Liverpool
good game.
game.
I
The
can't
Liverpool
remember
game,
which one it was.
Liverpool, the first game where he played.
The first game of the season. No, he was shit. No, I'll be real. He was off.
No, he was-
I saw the look on Andrew's face, and he knows the answer.
he wasn't great.
Ladies and
Yeah.
gents, ladies and
There's no
gents,
way that Hassie actually.
the answer, ladies and gents, our winner for worst player of the season goes to Benjamin Chilwell.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Deserved.
You got that one right. You got that one right, you frauds. Honestly.
Oh,
What a
that's
what,
right for you.
what an extraordinarily awful player.
At least Sanchez had a couple of decent games. Come on.
I mean,
I'll
Chilwell
be
won
so honest.
decent
They were when I answered when Marshall when I was going through the nominations and I got to that question. Those were my first two answers.
Yes, they
Without-
were mine as
I
well,
didn't.
but-
I didn't even think. Those
I
were my
forgot
first
about
two.
Chilwell, I'll be real. I forgot about him. I
Who
really
the
forgot
fuck
about Chilwell.
voted Gilchrist? How sad are
Prime.
you?
I
Gilchrist?
guarantee it was Prime. It was
Oh
Prime.
yeah.
There were
I
some
said, right,
agendas.
can I say why I said Broha? Because I
Go
felt
for
like
it.
he stunk that much he couldn't be good enough for a backup striker.
That's
We
what
had
we
no
prime
backup
as well.
striker and we
Right.
loaned our only
No,
backup
You
striker.
weren't the only one that voted Broja. Someone else voted Broja.
Chris,
Okay.
if Broja
Who
was
Who
here
the
the
fuck else
whole
voted
season,
Broja?
I thought.
I remember.
Wait,
It's probably Prime and Ahmed.
if
No, it was
Broja was
me.
here the whole
Actually,
season,
yeah,
I
there's
think
three.
he
There's three. There was three nominations, weren't there?
There may have been.
I felt like I might have
Ahmed.
been the only one doing
I don't
Broha,
remember.
but I felt like he stunk that much he couldn't be good enough to be a backup when we had.
Yeah, he was-
the
I
only
hear it.
backup.
He was shit.
So that's the
No,
reason.
listen, there was a lot of good contenders in there.
And he's a backup for Fulham, for crying out loud.
He stunk it up his loan
shit.
clubs, oh, yeah.
He's shit.
Yeah, there was a lot of bad, shit options on there. But at the end of the day, there could only be one worst player of the team. And as we say that, Prime, welcome to the Casually FC Awards. What did you vote for worst player of the season? Do you remember?
He probably remembers. He probably wrote it down.
I'm looking at his.
One second.
Oh yeah, no. Prime did vote Alfie Gilchrist, so that
dude.
There we go. There we
yeah.
go.
So that means Ahmed was the one that voted
What was your
worst
question?
player of the season for Broja. Well, yeah,
What was the
he
question?
also voted Cucurella. That was obvious. No,
What
I
was the
answered it
question?
already. No, I answered it already. Ben
Also,
Chilwell
by the
wins the award for worst player of the season. Comments.
Can I just say, by the way Surfer's been reacting for save of the season, I'm glad that I voted for that penalty save, Petrovic. Right.
Oh my god.
Oh my
How
god.
many of you fuckers voted for that penalty?
I voted for it. You know why I voted for the penalty? Because I rate goalkeepers I can save pens.
That's why you voted Kepa. Fair enough.
No, I didn't make it, but whatever you say.
I mean, he saved penalties pretty much every shootout except for that one time.
Alright, Chris. Alright, Chris.
What do you mean, alright? That's a fact.
I didn't rate Kepa.
You can't. That means Chris
Don't do
Trent, you
that.
can't
Don't do
answer
that,
you
Kai.
back now because you said Kepa.
Oh yeah.
Kai, I thought
As a
you were out of
player, as a
YouTube.
coach,
That's not even bother. Next year I'll
Yeah,
invite you,
for-
Kai. Don't worry.
saving pens, like I do rate that as a trait. Most people don't. I do. So that's why I awarded that.
That wasn't
plus,
even a good.
Petrovic-
That wasn't even a good penalty save.
It
Both
wasn't.
That was-
Petrovic and Sanchez had a lot of quality saves as well, so I just decided I'd just pick the penalty one because it is what
I
it
mean,
is.
if you see that Luton one and how important it was, I
It
understand.
wasn't even a good penalty save.
I didn't
Yeah,
think people would agree with me, but whatever is what it is.
Well, of course.
Yeah,
Your thoughts on Chilwell winning the worst player of the season?
best player of the season. Yeah, he wasn't in my top three, so. But
Who
What are
was?
your thoughts on him winning?
Gilchrist, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
no, Gilchrist was second.
How?
I don't know.
Because just jokes, innit? To be fair, I kind of rate
Yeah.
that like
I didn't
spiteful.
think of Chilwell to be so real.
I forgot about him too.
Nah,
Yeah.
Chilwell was my enemy, man. I
Yeah,
can't.
Rent free.
Yeah, who,
Rent free in
did
your
you,
head.
who did you vote for then?
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the worst player of the season.
Reece James. No, I'm joking.
Oh my
I wouldn't be surprised.
Gallagher was third. Gilchrist was second, and Sanchez was first.
Fair.
There you go. Hey, listen.
Bro, I
Overall,
hate
the list was
Sanchez.
pretty decent, minus Cucurella. Obviously, we know that's an
I
agenda.
hated when Sanchez was in goal.
Yours was Cucurella, you say?
No, I didn't vote Cucurella.
No, he
Oh,
said
That was
apart
Ahmed,
from-
clearly.
Oh yeah, I know that was Ahmed.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey.
Wait,
All
what
right,
was
ladies
Ahmed's-
and gents.
What was Ahmed's list?
It doesn't matter where Ahmed's list is. Ahmed's not here. That's all that matters.
Where was Sterling on there? Curious.
He wasn't.
Sterling.
Oh, he was. Yeah.
Well, actually,
Probably
yeah.
number-
Since you guys asked,
Probably number 1 or 2.
Top three. He's third.
worst signing of the season. Oh no, that's not the one I'm thinking about. Worst player of the season. Sterling was tied with Mudryk for 3.
damn.
Ahmed.
That makes sense.
I think that's a bit odd.
Yeah,
I don't
Because
rate
No,
it's
I think that makes sense. Personally.
Chilwell got first. Sanchez got second after the voting with the chat, and then tied for third is Raheem Sterling and Mikhailo Mudryk, our left wing.
I think that's fair.
I mean,
That's about
yeah,
right.
Sterling and
For diff-
Mudryk are about the same. I agree.
For differing reasons.
Maybe next season we'll have some accolades for the panel. But yeah,
Marshall.
hey, listen, this is the first annual Casually FC Awards. We made some mistakes, like the next category that we're going to be discussing, and we'll improve on those mistakes. We'll have a better award show next season. No one will get slapped like
No,
Will Smith.
the audience don't get to vote. It's one of the-
Ideally, but yeah, sure.
Come on.
Because actually, yeah, let's get into the next category, ladies and gents.
Everyone needs a vote, Andrew. Come on.
No,
Everyone
it's
needs a
North
vote,
Korea
sure.
rules. North Korea rules.
So,
those,
Chris, we'll take away your vote, Chris. How about that?
Our
Fair
next category is none other than Player of the Season.
Oh, this is so weird.
Oh
And
no! It's a high
Ladies
guilt
and
this win.
gents, we have 5 nominees in this category. Our nominees are Cole Palmer,
Yay!
Wow.
Fucking mineral cup.
Ooh, penalty merchant. Ooh.
our second nominee goes to Malo Gusto. Third on our nominee list is going to be Nicholas Jackson.
I mean, you can't have that.
Number 4 on our nominee list is Mark Cucurella.
Hey.
Fair.
Behind that.
And last on our nominee list is Moises Caicedo.
Nice.
One of these is just.
I mean, all three of mine on there.
Who the hell voted Mark? No. I want to know who voted Mark Cucurella. What even voted?
I did. I did.
Palmer.
He was great. He was great.
I'm gonna be honest. He was on my list. He was on my
Don't be ashamed. He was on my list. I'm not even ashamed. He was one of the top players.
Come out.
We need to keep
Talking
him
for the
the
whole entire season, not the last 2 months.
Yeah, even for the whole
Yes.
season, he was killing it everywhere he
Marshall.
played. Yeah, played right back, he played left back, he played right wing, he killed it wherever he went.
This is what happens. This is honestly, it's education system.
What are you saying?
in
My
this
opinion don't
country. No, it doesn't. It shouldn't. I'd rather have your dog. I'd rather have your dog vote police than you because he'll probably pick correct people. You are a disgrace.
I picked Gusto and Cole Palmer, that's correct.
I mean, you don't even know what that. You've asked Marshall about 8 times what he was talking about during this whole award ceremony because it missed half
Do
the
you think,
conversation.
Chris, do you think Cucurella's been better than Jackson? Really?
I think it's quite close, actually.
So why did you wait?
Oh
so if
my
you don't-
god!
so-
Oh my god!
I
Why is it
right.
close?
I will say, Cucurella has not frustrated me one bit this season.
Oh, come on, Chris. That's a bit
What?
disingenuous.
No, it ain't. He hasn't.
I'm sure he has. There's
No,
no way
he
he
hasn't.
hasn't.
I
He's had
think he has.
moments.
That's
I
it.
like Cucurella, but come on, Chris.
Marshall,
Yes.
why did you have us vote for 3 when you're having 5 nominees?
Well, that's where I made my mistake, Prime.
Oh.
I should have had all of you vote for one. Because, ladies and gents, we have a tiebreaker.
No.
1 minute to vote, chat.
No.
Go ahead and vote. You have 1 minute. Cole Palmer or Malo Gusto?
No, name and shame them, Marshall.
Wait, what?
Name and shame.
I mean, we all
I
put
fucked up, okay? I fucked up. Because all of you guys all of us
it's gotta
here
be Cole Palmer.
added Cole Palmer and Malo Gusto to our votes.
Yeah.
The only differential was always the third one.
No,
Can we just
Marshall.
re-vote?
No,
Can we not go to the crowd? Can we just
Marshall.
re-vote?
I was gonna say the way you should have done this. The way you should have done this is still have the number of nominations, but weight each one differently.
Yeah. Can we just do a re-vote? Because we can't.
No, the fan.
Nope.
Trust in our
30 seconds, chat.
Casual FC
30 seconds, chat.
Marshall, I think you misinterpreted what I said.
God.
We all voted for, like, we all had 3 nominees each.
Yes.
And then you just now listed off 5. So
Yes.
that would mean there's 2.
Yes,
so
that's
there's
all the
2
people. That's
and list
that's
out the
all the
5.
people that were
please.
nominated.
Like, starting from, like, the bottom up. List out the 5.
All right,
There's
ladies
2
and gents. Voting is closed.
No, I can't believe.
And
There's
we
2
have
We have faith.
our winner. I'll explain in a second. We'll have our winner right here. Ladies and gents,
Oh, wow.
the winner of the poll. It's not showing up, but I know who it was.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay. The winner of Player of the Season goes out to... Drum roll. Where's the drum roll? Here's his. Cold Palmer.
Thank God. Thank God.
It's 79. By the way, it's 79% to Cole Palmer.
Guys,
I told you.
anyone that commented Gusto, you're getting timed out, all right? I'm about to log in.
So, to explain what happened and what the mistake I made, chat, was that everyone here on the panel essentially voted Cole Palmer and Malo Gusto. And what happened was that there was 2 people that voted Cucurella, 2 people that voted Nicholas Jackson, and 1 person voted Caicedo as their third option. So they all then became nominees because that's 5 different players that made that list. What I should have done was just 1.
So Palmer and Gusto were joint first.
Yes.
So who was
joint second
third
was Correa
who-
Jackson.
or joint third. I
Correa
think
and
it was
Jackson were
Correa and
third.
Jackson.
Joint third was Jackson and Cucurella.
We take that.
Only
then
1
he was
person
fifth.
voted Caicedo.
And then
He was
fifth would have been
Caicedo.
Caicedo.
5th Caicedo, yeah.
Yeah, so Marshall, the way you should have just done it is the same way, exactly the same way as you did, just wait it. So whoever was first in your list gets 3, then next gets 2, then next gets 1. And that's the same for like the saves and.
I see what you're saying, but also we have people like Ahmed who couldn't listen to bare simple instructions. He would have been even more
Yeah, but it's
confused.
Ahmed. He couldn't listen to simple instructions anyway. Like he's a lost cause.
Is this
The
what
rest of
I'm
us
thinking
who
out
have,
now?
like,
He was-
A modicum of common sense.
What you
Yeah,
should
he's
have
still
done?
not here, man.
Don't take Ahmed's votes into account.
He's definitely fallen
man.
asleep. He's just fallen asleep. That's probably what's happened.
I don't.
Maybe. Hey, listen. If Ahmed doesn't show up, then he is not invited to the next one. It's that plain and simple. Listen, there's a reason, ladies and gents. I just want to give some context. I asked you guys on the panel 2 weeks ahead of time
You did?
to prep for this show. Did I not?
Yeah.
So everyone knew when the show was going to be. Well, everyone knew. It's like Will Smith winning the Best Actor of the Year award, and he doesn't show up. It's tragic. It's
Marshall,
tragic.
basically, you're going to do what they did to Will Smith. You're going to blackball Ahmed like they blackballed Will
Yes.
Smith.
Probably. I
At
don't
least
know.
Will Smith left
I
with
don't
a
know.
win.
I don't like when you said blackball.
But
At
that's
least
what you're
Will
doing.
Smith
That's what you're doing.
Yes. Ahmed has to do a forfeit for Casually FC. Yeah, maybe. We'll think about it. He still has to do a forfeit for something else. I forgot what. I gotta go rewatch my
FPL.
streams. Yeah.
Is it
You know
really?
what? We should do that next season. A forfeit for FPL for being so shit. All right, ladies and gents. I mean, what do we think? I mean, this one was plain and simple. Cole Palmer, clearly the best
Yeah,
player.
like
of the season.
he was obviously player of the season. I will say the reason I nominated Cucurella third is because number one, I knew Palmer was going to win anyway. The reason I nominated Cucurella third is I've said this before. for me, he hasn't had a bad. He's had one bad game this season, which was City in the Cup, and I maintain that was not all on him. In fact, I don't blame him at all for that performance. He hasn't had a bad game this season, in my mind. Outside of that, he's also played in 2 different positions, one of which he's not comfortable at, 3 different positions, depending on like the last few games, and he's been consistently a 7 out of 10 in like every game. And I think I agree with what Chris said earlier. I think he has had less moments where I've been like annoyed at him the same way Jackson has, in terms of like just frustrating moments. And it was more for me to highlight kind of how well he's done as opposed to thinking he's actually player of the season, because he wasn't. But I'd put him 3rd behind the other 2.
See,
Fair enough.
I can't believe you guys all got sucked into the PR by that pen merchant, man. It's disgusting.
Well, actually, speaking of PR, Prime, do you want to explain to us why you voted Nicholas Jackson? And there was a second vote for Nicholas Jackson. I believe it was Ahmed.
Oh, I thought I did.
I voted Nicholas Jackson.
Speaking of PR, go ahead. Your
Jackson. I voted Nicholas Jackson 3rd, man. Yeah, man. Listen, if you didn't vote for Jackson, you're racist. But you know,
damn.
I'm not racist. I voted Caicedo, man. So
well,
Yeah, I've heard Gusto. The fuck?
well, I've known you for almost 6 years. You are. Anyways,
Whoa, that is.
I mean, come on, he has a point.
Allegations.
yeah, okay.
Allegedly,
Jackson.
that's the wrong word.
You
Jesus.
guys know I'm a guy when we bought him, didn't rate him at all. I said he's not good enough to play for Chelsea. But the way he has developed over, he's a joke, Safi is a joke. The way he's developed over the course of this season, particularly post AFCON, we've seen how important he is to our attack. We've seen how bad we are without him. And this is all him doing it without being properly coached. Bought for about 30-35 mil, and he has been, at least in my opinion, he's been one of the best forwards in the league. When you look at how much Højlund cost, was it like 75 mil or whatever, how much Nunez cost? When you look at the likes of Isaac in this league, Gordon, etc. And I rate Isaac, I rate Gordon, but when you look at Jackson's numbers, look at how well he's been doing. He's developed and he is going to match that. He scored 14, I think, in this league.
Yeah, he did.
And that is not in the league.
Yeah. I agreed. Yeah, I said yeah, he did.
14 in the league, and that's 2 behind Saka. And he's supposed to be this world-class player in this title-winning or title-challenging Arsenal side. I'm looking forward to seeing Jackson's development. Whether he's truly a striker or he's better on the flank, we will see. But I'm truly interested in his development, and I've been saying for the past few months, if we don't get Osimhen or Gyökeres, why not have Jackson as a striker for another season and see where he can go? If he can get 14 without a coach, can he get 20 with a proper coach? Who knows? I think he can. I don't know. I really rate this guy. I really do. But yeah, take your. Palmer's clear. Okay, man. But yeah, I did vote for Jackson. He was 3rd on my list, by the way. I had Palmer first. I had Gusto second.
This is true.
Gusto's, one of the best fullbacks around. That's why we didn't miss Reece James. That's why you guys all said we didn't miss him for the injury.
We did.
Yeah, Jackson, man. My fault.
Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, I am dying in this outfit for you. Please smash the like buttons. Also, ladies and gents, who voted for Caicedo?
I don't know. I think I might have as a 3rd choice. I can't remember.
Stinky.
Well, no. I don't think it's
I'm
stinky. I want to know why.
No, I kind of take it back. I'll be real. I want to know who voted alongside me.
Huh?
I want to know who voted alongside me.
I mean, so it is Stinky then, Wolf. You can't back
No, there was only one person that voted Caicedo.
I'll be so honest, yeah. I wanted Caicedo at this football club so badly. The good form kind of made me just want to put him in there because I can't lie. It was a bit of driven.
Listen, at the end of the day, though, I feel like overall this season he was good.
Yeah,
I think that's fair to say.
I think outside of, I think he struggled to begin with, but I think a lot of that came down to the manager initially, and then I think once he found his feet, he got a lot better. And I think he he was a victim in a sense of like he was a victim of the manager in a sense of. I think he would have had his season would have been much better and would have been looked at much better if this manager had put him in a system that would have helped him in the games where he was crap. So I think most of the games where he looked bad was down to the fact he was exposed, and a lot of that came down to the manager. So I think if he was if we played the same system that we finished the season with, Caicedo would be looked at comfortably as like up there with Palmer as one of the players of the season. Like even I think he'd be higher than Gusto.
100%.
See what you did. You see what you did. See what you did, Marshall. See what you did. You because there was a tiebreak. You let these morons in the chat vote, and they could have voted for Gusto as Player of the Year over Palmer. That's what you risked.
Hey, Marshall got the bot accounts out, man. Marshall was voting quickly. That's why he gave it a bit extra over a minute. He was logging in.
Yeah.
I mean, it was no contest.
The mail-in votes. The mail-in votes. I needed them to come in.
Hey, Chris, I've got 7 accounts, Chris.
Oh,
what the fuck?
Well, I heard what you said, but with all due respect, you're waffling because people didn't give that credit to Jackson when he was doing bad the first part. People didn't say, "Oh, it's a system and it's so." Hey, 100 million, Caicedo, hold that. I don't care.
Wait a minute. I'll be real though. Jackson was suited.
I'm joking.
I'm joking.
I'm joking though.
Speaking of jokes, ladies and gents, let's move on to
ceremony's a joke. That's what it is.
Hey man, I tried really hard. Look at how I'm dressed.
It's not you. It's the whole. It's this chat. You're rubbish. We should have done
crazy. Look at how I'm dressed up.
We should have done this.
Come on, give us a 360. Give us 360.
We should have had. We should have had pandemic rules and no audience here. That's what we should have had.
Marshall, are you having a stroke? Are you okay?
You might.
No, I'm not. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm just in the gills right now.
Have you got aircon or a fan where you are? Have you got aircon or a fan where you are?
A dehumidifier. That's about it.
Good.
I am dying in this. Listen, I do it for the channel. I do it for the views. I do it for the likes.
This award ceremony is not worth dying for. Okay, we've already proved it's already died anyway.
I think it might be.
Marshall, where did they vote in the live chat?
Yeah, they voted in the live chat. Well, speaking of,
why not have them vote in the community tab before?
Because then that would spoil what the categories are. Anyways, guys, let's speak on the jokes, right? Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, the next category, which is worst signing of the season.
Was it?
Oh, please. I think okay. I think the winner should be easy. I think the nominations are going to be interesting.
Yes.
Have we not proved just on this panel that nothing is simple in the voting? I don't take anything for granted. So what you think is normal, some other idiot on this panel has voted something else. That's what it is.
At least Surfer knows where to put the blame. But let's go on with the 4 nominees that we have. The first nominee, is Robert Sanchez. Our second nominee goes out to the Belgian, Romeo Lavia.
Oh, come on. No,
I think that's about harsh.
Our third nominee goes out to our Brazilian youngster who played all of 20 minutes this season.
Oh my God.
David Washington.
No. I didn't vote this. I'm actually disappointed I didn't vote this.
4 million. It costs like 4 million or some crap.
No, 15.
15. Who cares? Same thing.
You shouldn't be eligible to be voted for. Don't play
I'm actually disappointed in myself. I didn't vote.
Washington's a part of the Premier League 2 team. Why is he even?
Remember, guys,
respect to the guy who voted that. Respect.
Signing. Not worst player, worst signing. Okay.
Yeah.
But he was
keep that in mind
for the first team, really. So
keep that in mind. It's worst signing. And then fourth nominee goes out to Axel Disasi.
What? That's valid.
I think
What?
See? Yeah, see,
What do
you
you mean,
didn't
what?
think that, did you, Scott? I told you it wasn't normal. These guys on the
What
panel.
do you mean,
I
what?
told you. Whoever voted for
I'm
Lavia,
surprised. Like, I shouldn't
whoever
be
voted for
surprised.
Lavia, whoever voted for Lavia and Washington, I do not care. Those are moronic picks. Absolutely moronic.
Hey, you say
picks.
Andrew, you say that?
Come on,
I voted for Lavia. He was my second. He was
You
my
son
second
of a
nomination.
bitch.
What the fuck?
I have my reasons. I have my
Over
reasons.
Lavia, he played 37
No,
minutes.
I have my reason. My reason for that
You were
is
high or
nothing
drunk
really
or
to do
both,
with Lavia in
hopefully.
a sense. Nah, my reasoning behind Lavia was because of, it's not necessarily his fault, but it was because of the fact that he barely played and we spent 50 million on him when we could have used that 50 million
That's
elsewhere.
not, but I think people have to realise when it comes worst signing, they have to actually have made an impact to be worst signing.
Yeah.
They're not even
No,
made
I
an
disagree. I disagree. I think
But
I
it's not
think
his
the
fault.
problem is
He's injured. He's injured.
the problem
He
is
made-
this is where I said when it came to,
Andrew,
I'll be real, like we all know who the winner is, and if it's not if the winner's not who it
let's do a
should
vote,
be,
man.
I'm going to lose my head. The winner should be obvious. The
We
problem
need a
is,
vote.
like after, like I've maintained when it comes to the recruitment of players, especially this season, I think it's been good. That's the issue. Is it came like I wasn't going to vote Washington, like you said. We bought him for like 12 million or whatever it was, and he was a Premier League 2 player. Disasi's been one of our.
That's a league pick.
Disasi's been one of our most consistent players this season, up until like the latter end of the season. And again, I put that more on the system and Poch. For me, it just came down to the fact. Again, it wasn't his fault. I'm not saying he's a bad player. It's just because like he just
Scott, how many?
didn't
Scott,
play.
we can see a lot of goals, by the way. We can see a lot.
How
Of
was
goals.
Lavia a precious signing? Our main target was Caicedo. We just signed Lavia because he was Liverpool gave up on him. How was he a precious signing? You idiots! You know, how was he a precious signing? Fuck's sake. Yeah, this whole thing is a sham. Get on
Who
with
the
it.
fuck voted Washington?
Just announce David Washington as the worst player and just get this sham over with. Right? Yeah. It's over with. You know what I mean?
Marshall, if you're going to do this thing with the mic when people speak, then you should probably move your thing so you line
That's
up.
not a bad idea, Prime. Yeah.
Two.
It's a lot of work, but yeah.
I know. But two, Surfer, this channel is called Casually FC. Do you expect us all to be smart people when it comes to football? When we have panelists like
Casual
this?
morons. That's what it should be. Morons.
Who did Marshall? I don't even care. Name and
This
shame.
channel,
Washington.
this Surfer,
Don't
this
you dare,
channel,
Marshall. This is secrets here.
Surfer,
Chris!
Surfer, this
I
channel,
There's no Chris. You voted for Washington.
Yeah, Chris. Get
No,
him
no,
off,
no.
man.
I
Get
wish
him
I
off.
did. I wish I did. Who voted for
Who
that
did?
son of a bitch?
Who voted for Washington?
Right. Before we cast the winner, I would like to hear Oliver as our commemorative, audience member. What do you think about the picks, Oliver?
What's in an England squad?
I think you can be a bad signing without having played because, like, technically, like for example, that would make if we're using that logic. Sorry.
No, just continue talking. I'll give you the mic.
Yeah. So, like, if we're using that logic, then technically Hazard to Real Madrid was not a bad signing because he didn't play. So I can't really use the logic of not playing. So I hear it, but I'm pretty much with Scott and most of the panel on this. There is a clear winner here, and I'm going to lose my head if it's not him.
The argument to that though is that Hazard was signed to be their like Ronaldo replacement in terms of impact.
No, I'm not comparing Hazard to David. I'm obviously not doing that, but I think there is some. Or I'm not comparing Hazard to Lavia, but I think there is merit to a player not playing. But I wouldn't have it as Lavia or Washington. There is a clear winner here in it, and I'm going to lose my head.
Yeah.
Plus, aside from Sanchez, none of our signings have flopped. So, Surfer getting angry that Lavia was also nominated. This is called Casually FC. This channel hosts people like Real Chris and Ahmed on a weekly basis. Why are you getting angry?
What do you mean by that? I don't vote Washington. I wish I did, but I didn't.
All right, ladies and gents, are we ready for the winner?
Hey,
Yeah.
God, put us out of our misery and give it to the deserving winner.
Actually, no.
Winner.
It should be loser.
In descending order. I want to know.
No.
Nah.
The winner is Robert Sanchez.
Thank
Good.
fuck.
There's
I was a little bit
waste
scared. I
of
was a little bit
space.
scared of someone else.
When you think about it, yes, we signed him. He made barely much of an impact. Did cost us a few games, and then got injured for most of the season. When the number 2 had to step up and be the number 1, and eventually just benched him, it's not a very good look.
And
No,
now, sorry.
I'll be real. It goes further. It goes further than that. This is a guy who cost us points in games, in key games. This is a guy who was like a 6 out of 10 at best when he was playing. He had a couple of good games. Outside of that, he was distinctly average. Got injured, came back, and in the 2 games I think he played coming back from injury, made us worse. You could tell we were worse with him in goal. He was shaky. He was terrible at claiming crosses. Like, he was just a
For
mess.
a big guy, yeah, he was shocking.
What would he spend 30 million or something on him? From a
No,
recommendation
20?
from the,
25-ish.
I thought
something like that, and it was all from the
20.
recommendation of the old Brighton goalkeeping coach. What
And
a
he's also rumoured-
Do we still have that guy, by the way? Because
As well.
like,
yeah, we do. I think.
oh my
But
god, what are we
remember,
doing?
Scott, remember, Scott, people like you and this fan base got gas when we signed him, and we're like, "Ooh, he's better than Kepa. Ooh, he's so good with his feet."
No, I didn't get gas.
I
No.
actually
I
agree
did not
with
get
him,
gas. I did not get gas when we signed Sanchez. I said he's probably better than Kepa, but that bar's low.
These guys are bum, and you guys all got gassed by him.
I'll be real.
Exactly, exactly. Prime,
I was
exactly.
not
see,
gassed.
wait a second. Let's not turn this into a Kepa love fest. He was shit around Madrid.
It's
and
not
got
a Kepa.
benched.
It's not a Kepa.
Yep.
No, bro,
It is,
it's
they're
not a
both
Kepa
shit.
love fest.
They're
Bro,
both
it's not a
fucking
Kepa love fest. I'm proving my point of Sanchez is shit. Chelsea fans
Still
love
better than
doing
Kepa.
that. Chelsea fans love doing that.
Marshall, you're a bit hot over
he's
there.
better than this shit guy. This player
No,
is
not at
good.
all.
No, shit. Kepa is shit. Sanchez is shit. They're all shit. Get rid of him.
Now, I will admit, I did vote for David Washington.
No.
I will
No.
say
I didn't
it's
expect that.
because how much did he cost us? 40 or 20? I
No,
don't remember.
15.
15.
15.
15. I swear it was
million.
20 mil.
Nah,
I
I
thought
think
he was-
I think it's 20 million euros, is about 15 million pounds.
So the reason I voted for him is because 15 million to see 30 minutes of him play, it's not his fault, but it just seems like a waste of money.
I will. I'll be honest.
everything you
I
just said there-
voted Disasi.
Everything you just said there is why I say everything you just said there is why I voted for Lavia.
Lavia makes sense too.
This is a
Over triple the
Castle-based-
price.
Yeah, you're right.
This is a
Yeah, if
Castle-based
yours
Dan
makes sense,
talking
Marshall,
about
then
what-
his.
You could have said Nkunku because technically he
Yeah.
was a summer signing.
The same logic, yeah.
The thing is,
he
with
does have
the reason
goals, though.
I did think about that, the reason I didn't vote on Kunku is we saw enough from him to
Yeah,
justify
yeah.
why we bought him.
Yeah, I'm only talking about on a minutes basis. It has nothing to do with his quality.
Nkunku was not a summer signing, just like Gusto was not a summer signing.
No,
No,
they
no,
both
Nkunku
were.
is a
They
summer
both
signing.
were. They
I
both
mean-
That's
were.
what-
No,
We signed
Gusto
him, but we
wasn't.
weren't able to actually
No.
use him until this season.
No,
That's why I saw it.
Gusto we signed last season, and Kunku we signed this season.
No, and Nkunku was signed last season.
No,
Wow.
It was
signed
agreed
him-
last season, but the transfer
Yeah,
went
it was
through in
agreed.
summer.
The transfer went
Oh yeah,
through.
the transfer went through at the end of the season.
He's still here.
It's a
so-
technicality.
Oh, okay, Marshall, redo mine, please, and Nkunku's first. Sorry.
I'm not redoing yours. This is why we voted 2 weeks ahead of time.
Can I ask you a question quick? Did anyone else like myself put Disasi as the second one? Because
I put Disasi. I put Disasi
No,
too, by the way.
Because
That
no, Scott.
I
This
got
is-
my reasons. I got my
Scott,
reasons.
I don't think he's been bad. By the way, I don't think he's been terrible. I just don't see him as part of our lineups for the future, and I just think he's at a very. I think he's just capped at a decent to average level. I think that's what he's going to be for us. So 40 million, I think, is a bit of an overspend. I think we're going to have to replace him at some point. That's why. I don't think he's terrible. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not saying I want him to leave ASAP. I just didn't really know who else to put and thought I don't really rate Disasi compared to some of the other options. So, like, Lavia, I think, is going to be amazing, but I get it. I get why you picked him as well.
I put Lavia second because people were because he's injured and I haven't really got to see him. And he was at Southampton. I wasn't that gassed about him. I thought he was good, but like nothing like really special, like what the way people were hyping him up. And I couldn't think of anyone else because I didn't really view our other signings as flops. So I got him in second.
Okay. Well, ladies and gents, we're halfway through our show. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more categories left.
No, if you couldn't think of anyone else, this is not just you, Prime, then just don't vote for anyone else. then we wouldn't have this random
There
chaos.
was,
of this
there
award
was
show
the
right
option to go NA if you really wanted to.
Oh, really?
I still would have voted anyway.
No, some people
So-
did it. I was like, you know what? They
Yeah.
rate it. It's fine. NA.
Surfer, I didn't vote for anyone else. I think Marshall said I had to, so I put that.
Yeah, I thought
That
Marshall
is
said we had to too. Yeah, I
Yeah,
felt
I
like you
did.
said
They
we had
have
to.
to.
No, I did ask you if you wanted to leave it blank, didn't I? I don't
Or
remember.
we can't leave
Yeah.
ourselves, man.
I wish we could
I
have
don't
spoke
remember.
with the same person
And
twice.
I said that to Surfer. Do you want to leave it blank or do you want to vote for another one?
No, what you said to me was
I don't remember. It's okay because we do have more to go and we're already an hour 20 into this. But ladies and gents, being an hour 20 into this, I'm suffering. It's hot in my room. 60. I wish it was 60 million. 60 of you guys watching in the chat. Please smash up the like buttons. Let's try to get to at least 40 likes by the end of this award show. But ladies and gents, we voted on our worst signing of the season. But now it's time to vote for our best signing of the season.
I mean, this is
For God's
This
sake,
is easy.
man.
This
I
is easy.
swear to God, if there is, I swear to God, if there's a tie, I swear. To
I
God.
mean, Andrew, it could be tight.
I'll
It
swear
really could be. It really could be.
It's
We
going
had
to
to
be a
vote
tie, isn't there? You've just
We had to
realised
vote
there's going to be a tie, haven't you? You've just realised.
Yeah,
just
we had
realised
to
there's
vote
a
for
tie.
you. We had to vote
well,
for
no,
you.
no, Andrew. If people use common sense, there shouldn't be a tie. But based on the
Why?
conversation that me and Prime just had, there is
I
not.
tell
There
you
is
what-
going to be a tie.
I tell
because
you
some
what,
people-
it's going to be a tie. It's going to be Palmer and Nicholas and Jackson. That's going
No,
to be the tie.
no.
Wait,
Surely
It's
not.
not.
Scott.
It's not because I didn't
Oh.
Surfer. I didn't vote Jackson.
Wait,
Oh, okay.
Scott, did you just insult me? What do you mean the conversation we just had?
What can I say?
Yeah, I didn't vote Jackson.
Right.
As in, so the conversation we just had,
Who else would you vote for?
based on what you said,
He
you
plays
said
in a very
that
important position first.
it
So
makes
let's-
you thought that Gusto happened this season. So I thought most
No,
people
no, no, no,
would
no,
say-
no. I said Gusto happened last season, so I didn't include him.
Oh, we technically
Oh.
signed him
I thought
last
you
season.
did.
Shit.
I think I voted
Yeah, we
Jack.
did.
Yeah,
say
we
this.
said we
Oh,
signed
it's
last
going to be people have voted Gusto, haven't they? Thinking it was this
That's what I'm
season.
thinking.
Well,
I-
I mean,
I-
Let's go to the
didn't- I'll
nominees.
tell you now. I'll say
listen,
you now, Andrew. You don't have
Learning
to worry about.
experience.
You don't have to worry about a tie because I'm telling you now. I didn't vote Gusto and I didn't vote Jackson.
So
You didn't vote Jackson.
there's
I think I
only
voted Petrovic, didn't
there's
you?
only 4 nominees in this category, ladies and gents. Gee, I
It
think
should
there
be
was-
four.
I don't know
Very
how
good.
this is going to
Four-
go.
It
4
should be
nominees
It
in
should.
this category.
It's 3 too many.
So, our first nominee is none other than Cole Palmer, Our second nominee for best signing of the season is Nicholas Jackson. Our third nominee for best signing of the season is going to be Malo Gusto.
Signed in January
We signed
23.
last season.
Yeah,
January 23.
Signed last season.
I
A
mean,
loan back.
Who we signed last season?
I forgot, Andrew. I forgot.
Hey,
And-
Chris, Chris, I love you for admitting that, but that doesn't shock me that you forgot. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, he didn't play last season. He didn't play.
No,
we
because he
hyped
was
us this
on
season.
loan.
I
If you
know.
ask me, if you ask me that question, who do you think voted Gusto? Your name would be top of the list. But I
Well,
expect,
I'm happily taking that
I
because he
expect
signed this
that.
season in my heart.
yeah, I know, I expect that. You know,
He signed this
And
season.
final
Even a few people saying
nominee.
Gusto actually. Hang on. A few people
final nominee for best signing of the season
I love
is
I would love to hear it.
Petrovic.
Andrew, who was your second pick?
Now, just to clarify something for next year,
Not Gusto.
if we sign a player, let's say in January, and he doesn't play until the next season, we will count that as a signing of the following season.
That's quite literally not how it works.
Well, that's how it works at Casually FC.
So
Because then they never get a chance to be voted into the signing of the season.
I'm
because
just
they
glad
never play.
you've got. I'm just glad you've got a whole year to plan ahead for the next award show. So
Yeah, yeah. Listen, we're learning from our mistakes this season.
Surfer, Surfer, you just heard how it works on Casually FC, and you still want to get angry.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
Anyways, Ladies and gents, what do we think of our options here?
We know it's Palmer. You know.
I think we know it's Palmer, but I think all of
I
those
think
are
Gusto's
deserving.
got one for the money though.
Well, no, sorry. Let me rephrase that. Apologies. One of these is not deserving because he's not this season. Of the other three, they're all deserving. We didn't, Chris.
He played this season. He played
Chris,
this season.
When did we sign him, Chris?
We signed him for this season.
January.
Hold on.
Last season. Then.
Last season.
Hold on. Can I just say this? Everyone is getting on to Chris. More than one person voted for Gusto.
It might be me. I can't even. I had a busy week.
At least I'm not.
You know what? It was probably Ahmed.
No, come on. It's more than just.
Actually, no. It was Marshall. I guarantee it was Marshall.
Wait a minute. I think I voted Jackson. Actually, I think I voted Jackson.
Do you not
Well,
vote
think about it. We signed him to play the season.
Okay, it was Marshall.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
No, we signed him. In 23 under the proviso that Leon got him back on loan for the finish that season. Or else he would have started for us in January. It's the only way we completed the deal for that loan. So that's the real reason why. We didn't buy him for this season coming up. We wanted to buy him and play him from January last season onwards.
For the season.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, we let him. No, we signed him for this season. It's this season.
So, the winner. There's no tiebreaker.
And the tooth fairy is real in Christmas.
There's no tiebreaker.
Oh, there's no tiebreaker.
I mean, I got money on
mine. Gusto wins, Scott. Gusto wins. He signed last year.
Yes, please.
The winner of signing of the season is Cold Palmer.
Yeah.
Cold Palmer taking away 2 awards today. Wow, wowee.
And he's just ordered some support, so we're taking probably one more than home. So,
Marshall.
Yes.
Who other than me, who else voted for Jackson?
I think I did.
I think I did as well.
I was Gusto one there, but Jackson isn't.
No, Jackson is.
I think you guys don't actually know what you vote.
He was the second option.
You guys need to write shit down.
Oh, you mentioned Jackson. Okay.
So the way in second place was Malagusta, by the way.
Oh God.
And Jackson was third place, and then Pedro.
I mean, I'm not alone here. Me and Marshall are definitely not alone in the second. So you guys.
I never doubted you weren't alone. I never doubted.
Marshall definitely voted for Gusto.
I did vote for Malagusta.
You morons. You know what I mean? It's all good.
I mean, you can call us morons, right? But he signed for the
What
season.
help have I got in the audience when the own fellow panelists can't even vote properly? Do you know what I mean? How am I supposed to expect the audience to vote? These guys can't even. He was signing of the season, and he's signed in January.
I'm sorry, I voted Gusto. I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go.
I'm sorry, man. I take it back. I'm sorry.
You're one of us.
Guys, I'm leader of Gusto Hive. I'm king of Gusto Hive, and I didn't vote for him.
No,
he wasn't signed this season.
They lost.
Yeah, because he wasn't signed this season. I'd have voted for him if he was signed this season.
I tell you why, Prime. Because you read the question, you don't have a goldfish memory. That's why you didn't put Gusto
memory.
down.
I knew straight away.
Marshall, if I voted for him, would he have won?
No.
Wait a second.
It was kind of a landslide.
I was going to say, fine. For Gusto to have won, everyone would have had to have voted Gusto.
Yeah. And Andrew, as he explains, we're idiots.
And I can say safely, Ahmed did not vote for this at all. He skipped this question.
Can I say, when it comes to this award show and voting, nothing is safe.
Marshall, next time, right? If someone doesn't vote for certain categories, disqualify all of their votes because it's not fair.
I thought about it. But anyways, no, I thought about it after he didn't respond to me. So
yeah,
it is what it is. Yes.
I mean, I'd vote for that. I'd vote for that.
This guy. All right, let's go to our next category, ladies and gents. Actually, before we continue on,
sponsored
Oliver, your reaction as our honorary audience member, your reaction to Cole Palmer winning.
I mean, what can I say?
Fair enough. All right,
It's-
we move on.
Yeah, what can I say?
You didn't answer the right question. Why don't you answer? Hey, Oliver,
Thoughts on the
what do you
other
think
one?
about some of these guys voting for Gusto as signing of the season?
That-
Though we signed him in
There you go.
January.
I mean, I was the one to first bring up the point that he wasn't a signing.
Wait
Yeah.
a second. Wait.
Right,
Come on, don't act all smart now.
I'm going to do something I never do, man.
Don't act all
How is
smart
this?
now. What are you
How is
talking
this
about?
being
This is logic.
How is this me and Chris's fault? The host could. This was over a week ago. I voted. The host could have said, "Oh yeah, well by the way, Gusto wasn't a signing this year. Remember?"
I thought he
That's on the
was.
host.
I mean,
That's not
I'm going to
Listen,
take
I count it.
Will.
I count it because he didn't play for us last season.
You're right. I mean,
I
you're right.
gladly take this.
No,
I'm
no,
glad
you
he
are
won
right.
stepping.
You're right. The questions he put down took a real Da Vinci Code to unravel, didn't they? You know what I mean? It was really like in alien language.
I told you.
Alien language, wasn't it? You had to get
Don't
it
ask
translated.
sympathy for Manju. Come on,
You
don't
know.
ask any sympathy for that.
I ain't asking for sympathy. I'm blaming Marshall.
All right, fair enough.
You,
Again,
Moving
Surfer,
on. Moving on.
when we have people on this channel like Chris and Ahmed, why do you get angry? at
You
certain
voted
things
for Gilchrist, worst player.
I mean,
of the
I don't
season.
get
I don't want to hear it.
I
I
don't
don't
get
want to
you
hear
either,
it.
fine, man.
All right, settle
the
down.
No, the anger is not that they done it. It's the anger is they're trying to justify it. That's the problem. Do you know what I mean? It's the justification of it.
Surfer, but why are you? I expect Chris to justify it.
Chris ain't justifying
Listen,
it.
it's
Don't blame
content.
Chris.
He's allowed to have emotions and reactions. This is why we're doing
I
this. And this is
mean,
why I said from the
I
beginning,
stand what
this
I
will
say,
be
Will.
controversial, filled with
Yeah.
drama,
By the way,
laughs,
Andrew,
cries.
do you know what Marshall's response to that was? They are some
What?
great picks, Will. He was the one,
No.
that should
I
be
mean,
blamed for
this
this.
is.
Yeah.
I mean, the failure
Well,
of
it's always
leadership.
blamable.
You
Have
are
a
literally,
responsibility.
Marshall. Are you trying to do a potch thing where the last 5 awards go flawlessly and forget about the previous awards?
As
Is
a
this
leader, I'm allowed to have one bad game.
bad
You
game?
vote,
One bad
okay,
game.
this is more than
Hang on
one.
a minute.
One bad
Marshall.
question.
Marshall, just
This is
Nah,
at least
Can't
the
all
third.
be perfect.
This is
I
at
can
least
always
the
turn it
third.
around.
No, this is at least the third. You allowed a penalty save in a quarter final to be awarded the save of the season.
Listen, that's a save.
There was
Oh my-
there was a hang on.
Yeah, wow.
There was a tie. Wasn't there a tie in like player of the season between
Yeah,
Parker
yeah.
and
Oh,
Gusto?
yeah, I fucked that up. Yeah,
And now this
You
third
fucked
one.
up.
Yeah, third. I mean, come on.
But Surfer,
You know.
Surfer, you're forgetting Ahmed's injuries.
Oh, Ahmed, yeah.
Ahmed's injured.
Yeah,
Ahmed's
head
injured, yeah.
injuries. All head
Yeah.
injuries. This is ridiculous.
Severe head injury.
Severe head injuries.
All right. Let's move on
How do
to
you
our
people
next
not fall down
category.
more? Well, I don't know.
This next category, I'm not gonna lie, was very difficult because I'm sure most of us did not want to remember
Andrew
it.
don't like difficult, man.
No, it was difficult in the sense that most of us probably don't even remember what the fuck the game was. So the next category is Deadest Match of the Season.
Oh no, that's easy.
There's
easy.
a
Oh yeah, I remember.
We have 3 nominees for this one. So the first nominee is Chelsea 0 versus Chelsea 0-0 to Aston Villa in the FA Cup 4th round.
Pretty standard. Exactly.
I don't remember that. at
Dead.
all.
Yeah. Our second nominee is Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0.
I think this next one's
Fair
going to
enough.
be 0-0.
And then our third nominee is Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 1.
Oh.
Oh, what last game?
Apart from one
Oh.
great
The applause is because we won that game, but it was fucking dead.
apart from one
I
great
mean,
moment.
they had a lot of chances. It was kind of exciting.
No.
What? I don't
No,
understand.
No, that was
Apart from one
We
great
thought it was
moment.
getting Europa League as well, man. We're
That's
kind of
still,
happy.
if it's got a great moment that we all remember, how is that the deadest game?
That's true, Will. That's true.
That's
don't know,
worse
mate.
than what me and Chris did, man. I don't even
Yeah.
care.
I think so too. Yeah,
no,
yes.
no,
Yes,
no,
it-
Yes.
no. It's,
Y'all
there's
know about it, Drew. Y'all
there's
know about it.
justifications for all of those
There's a
games.
moment in that game that could win
There's
an
no
award later.
justifications for any of you what you did.
Yeah,
previously.
there was.
No, there wasn't. The justification is to get fucking brain cells. That's what it'll be.
Will is committing all these war crimes, but saying, but he's a terrorist as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Oops.
and what?
Oops. oops. It's like, oops, sorry.
No.
What do we think of our options, panel?
I mean, the two first games are definitely dead. 0-0's a dead game. You didn't even know about Aston Villa 0-0.
You know what? I wish this was televised, and I haven't seen it, by the way, but I've heard very bad things about the Wimbledon game.
Oh my god!
I've heard very bad things about it.
I messed up. I forgot about that game.
I mean,
You know what? I
Has anyone seen it?
I watched that game through a Facebook link through someone's phone.
Oh my god!
It was you couldn't get a stream, you couldn't get a link for it. Or anything like that.
I think it was Matisse who was showing on Instagram Live.
Really? I mean, who? I am curious who won it because this is kind of a dead pick. Like, you know.
Let's run through this because this is a dead category at the moment. Let's just run through this.
Like, what do you say about dead games?
All
really?
right.
How fun they were?
Fair enough. All right, ladies and gents. This was a close one. But we did have a winner. The winner was...
None of those games. It was something else. Wasn't it? It was something
Chelsea, Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0.
Yay!
I lost.
Yay! Well deserved.
I'm always losing.
Oh, yeah, well deserved.
Well deserved.
I picked Aston Villa, man.
Here they are picking up their award via
I
satellite.
mean, Bournemouth's a good shout. Well, congrats on your trophy.
Thanks.
Robert Sanchez picking up the award because he was part of that game. So,
He actually made a really good save that game.
that's fine.
But it was a dead game. It was a dead match. It was a very dead
Deadest
match.
game and worst sign of the season.
Bro, I can't believe the Chelsea Villa game didn't win it. That was in the FA Cup. I had to go to a replay.
Yeah.
I just can't remember it.
I mean, it's 1-0 or the other.
Yeah,
Exactly. I don't remember.
Who really remembers these 0-0 games? That's the
Yeah, that's why I said this is one that was tough because
the reason I picked the
I would say Marshall add good
fixtures.
fixtures. Add good fixtures and just pick random at 0-0.
I remember watching both games. That Bournemouth one was more boring. Like from what
Did we
and
ever
it was-
lose
it
1-0?
was-
That
I
was a
think-
shout.
There was a couple of games actually. I think we might have lost 1-0. Oh yeah, we lost 1-0 to Everton,
Forest.
I think.
Forest.
2-0 we
we
lost
lost
7 away.
Yeah.
2-0 to
I lost 2-0 to Everton. Yeah, 1-0 to Forest. That game was horrid.
Oh,
Could've been
1-0
better.
to Villa. We lost 1-0 to Villa at home.
Yeah, we did.
Brentford.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's
Oh,
kind of
my
exciting.
God. Brentford was 2-0.
Again,
No, we lost 2-0.
Just got a red
Again,
card. That's
guys,
actually kind
the
of exciting.
question is deadest game,
Yeah.
as in nothing happened in the game, not boring or hot.
Well,
I mean, the scoreline
No,
being
but
0-0 was a
boring.
good start.
The
It's
only
boring
thing
also. That's what I mean. Boring.
The
It was
only
dead.
thing that
Yeah,
happened in the
boring.
Bournemouth game was Sterling hit the bar from a free kick and Jackson hit the post.
Second place was Aston Villa, by the way.
Yeah.
All I remember is us. All I remember is us against the Bournemouth team that was in the middle of a winless run and just doing
Do
nothing.
you remember
Yeah, it
anything
was
from
pretty
the Aston Villa 0-0 game, guys?
No,
I remember
funny.
Martinez saving a lot of 1v1s.
Mm.
Yes.
I guess that wasn't really dead then, was it? Because there was a lot of big
Yeah, that's
chances.
why I didn't vote that
It was
Wait,
quite
did
dead,
he?
I'll be honest. It
I mean,
was-
Martinez
No,
did
Will,
save
we'll
on-
rewatch
I
that
think he
game, man.
made
We had
one
loads of
good
big
save.
chances. Martinez just had to get it
Wait,
with his
but
life.
Oliver, we hit the woodwork a couple times against Bournemouth as well. So
Shit. Oh, never mind.
But
But,
hey,
but it's to Scott's point, though. It's the mentality that we carried through that Bournemouth game to like protect a draw against a winless team.
oh, we should have won that fucking game. That
Of
pissed me
course,
off.
of course we should, but hey,
Was that after the West Ham game? I swear that was.
it was not directly after, but it was.
No,
after.
it was after the Luton game. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Yeah,
What? a
let's
shit
move on
team.
from this dead
Yeah.
game.
Fair enough. I got you. I'm here to save it.
Could be depressing.
All right. So, Bournemouth wins the deadest game of the season. Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0. Our next category is going to be worst match of the season. And boy, oh boy, did we have a lot to pick from for this one, didn't we?
Worst game.
6 nominees for this one,
Wait,
ladies.
what do you mean by that? Do you mean our worst performance?
Oh, worst game. You
Our
said
worst game.
I
Worst
think
game of the
it's worst
season. Worst match of the
You
season.
didn't say
Well,
performance to me.
No, worst match. Worst match.
Yeah.
That includes performance.
All inclusive, man.
All inclusive. Worst match.
Chris, just shut
We
up.
came out of it and like we played like shit, and we lost.
There were
Worst
two nominations for this game, weren't there?
I think mine are pretty smart.
There
by
was
the way.
quite a few.
I will
There was
actually
quite a
say.
few. All right.
Oh, was it? I think
So-
it was 2 nominations that we had to give. Is what I mean. We had to give 2
Yeah, yeah,
nominations,
yeah.
didn't we? Each person.
I'm looking at mine right
I feel
now,
like
actually.
I thought there was going to be I thought there was going to be a draw, but apparently not.
It could have been,
It'd be
but
hard
I
to
think
call.
the majority of
Absolutely.
us. Well, let's see. Let's see the nominations. So, our first nominee: Middlesbrough 1, Chelsea 0 in the Carabao Cup.
Fuck.
I mean,
Our second nominee is Chelsea 0, Liverpool 1 in the Carabao Cup final.
oh, that's not too sure. I'll give you that one. I forgot.
Our third nominee is Manchester United 3, Chelsea 1.
Wait, we lost 3-1. I thought it was 2.
2.
No, it was 3.
Wait, what game?
No, wait, McTominay only scored 2 and that was it,
It was
right?
3-1.
Who
It
scored
was
it?
3-1.
No,
Bruno
it
scored
wasn't.
3-1.
It was 2.
3-1?
McTominay's the only cunt who scored.
Yeah,
I
it was
swear.
2-1.
2-1.
My apologies, guys.
Yeah, see in the chat, like, come on.
I got it mixed
Hey,
up.
when Chris gets it right, end the stream.
Yeah, you fucked up. You fucked up.
All right. Fourth nominee: Arsenal 5, Chelsea 0.
There we go.
At least that match was funny.
Time to
How was the Wolves game not made it into this list?
It might have. Wait, it might
Our
have.
Come on, how was
fifth
the Burnley
nominee.
one? How's
Oh,
Burnley not made it?
Our fifth nominee, if you guys would let me finish, is Burnley 1, Chelsea 1. 10 men Burnley.
Oh,
No,
there
that
we
wasn't
go.
1.
I'm
That
That was
was
2-2.
Marshall, that was
Just 2-2.
2-2.
2-2.
2-2. Yeah.
Marshall, are you a Chelsea fan?
Listen, you try doing this, okay? Everyone
will.
always wants to be a fucking critic, but they don't want to let me finish my sixth nominee, which is Sheffield 2, Chelsea 2.
By the way, I just want to say, Maurizio Pochettino, you are a criminal. You are a criminal, Pochettino. And all of the people that love to suck Pochettino off, you are also a criminal. You can hold that.
There's some bad memories, guys. Some really bad memories.
Marshall, don't say bad memories when you were defending him for that 2-2.
No, it wasn't.
Marshall is the biggest Poch hater I've met in my life. I
Yeah,
can't
no,
even
it
lie.
wasn't.
Are
What the
you?
fuck are you
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah.
Oh, no, because we've had so many discussions on this stream when you said I've had an agenda against Poch.
No, Marshall's hated him for 3 years.
Biggest-
4 years.
Yeah. I've
Dreaming,
hated him
huh?
for 3. I've hated him for longer than all of you guys here.
I think I'm
No,
joking.
you said I've had an agenda.
My old burner account was Mauricio Flopacino.
And he
Yeah,
also did
at least we know who
Poch-
that is.
he did Poch flop season in his
Was that,
FPL.
so,
Yeah.
Watch
Marshall,
flop
was that you-
season.
Is that you doing your host in Devil's
Nah, not
Advocate
Marshall.
thing?
What are you saying? What?
I
Anyways,
remember having
people-
discussions on you when
People, can we discuss our
Yeah.
nominees? Is there anything here that maybe should have been mentioned?
The 4
Wolves.
The
Wolves.
Wolves, yeah. Like,
No,
yeah.
so
I didn't
Chelsea
vote
2,
for that.
Wolves 4.
Oh shit, we lost
Cunha,
4.
Matthias Cunha hat trick. That
But-
alone.
But
that alone, you know,
Wait, was it 4-2
Yeah.
or 4-1? I
was
swear
4-2.
4-2, 4-2.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I can't remember who scored the first goal.
No, wait, it might
Who
be
scored the
4-1.
second goal?
I
It
thought
might
it
be
was
4-1.
4-1.
4-1, yeah.
No, it was 4-2, and Kunku got the first one. Silva got the second.
Oh right.
Wait,
We let Matthias Cunha get a hat
scored
trick.
in that game. Palmer scored in that game off of Caicedo.
No, you're thinking of the reverse fixture. So the first Wolves game we played,
Christmas Eve.
we lost 2-1, I think, and
Yeah.
Palmer scored for us. In the second game was the one where we conceded 4, and then Nkunku scored. That was his first game back
Right,
after
it's 4-2,
injury, I think.
4-2.
Oh.
And then Silva
No,
got the literally, I think it was like,
scored away to Wolves. That was his
Yeah,
first
I'm
goal.
more than new on Christmas Eve.
I mean,
I remember.
Oh no! Yes. Oh my god.
can I?
Palmer scored against. Palmer
Yes.
scored against. Wolves.
I mean, I will say Burnley 10 men. What I voted for because like,
whatever it is, we lost.
10
so it
men
doesn't
is
matter who
embarrassing.
scores.
10
Yeah.
men's embarrassing to Burnley.
You also could have had maybe the Newcastle 4-1.
Oh,
Let me
God.
just tell you right now, it's Man United away. It's Man United away. That's
Are you
when
ready?
I think that's when a lot of people broke.
I mean, that's definitely when I was watching.
Yeah, me too.
I think that's the point. That's the
I was
starting
willing to
point
be patient with the guy.
that's the big starting point when a big majority, people might have turned before that, but a big majority went, nah. That Man United team was shit.
The worst game of our season was when we lost 1-0 to an injury with a Middlesbrough side that got 2 injuries in the game, by the way, as well. And we got tactically outclassed. That was the worst game of our season.
There's so many more.
I think you said a performance.
Yeah.
The reason I said Burnley because that cost us.
You know that another game that was absolutely shit. I'm not saying it's more than these. Was the 2-0 away at Everton? That was absolutely outrageous. That was Palmer literally having a box shot.
Do you know why? Because I tell you why it's not the Middlesbrough one. Because Palmer missed like a hat trick of sitters.
I don't care. It's middle. We got outclassed tactically. Outclassed.
But we missed like a shitload of stuff. Literally against a shit United, they could have been 5-0 up in 10 minutes.
Yeah, Surfer. I expected us to lose that United game, so I don't care.
Nah, United were in terrible.
Well, I don't care about the Middlesbrough game, so they were even.
That's fine, but I do. You tactically outclassed against an injury-riddled Middlesbrough side.
We were tactically outclassed by the worst Man United team in history.
He got tactically outclassed against Egghead, who got smashed by Bournemouth 3-0 at home.
I expected us to lose
he came out with the one set of tactics, and in the second half, came out with the same exact tactic.
I expected us to lose against Middlesbrough. I don't care. Michael Carver came out and said he targeted our left back.
Yeah,
he knew that he would play. That is the worst. No one can tell me that that's the worst. I expect us to lose against Man United.
Listen, people, this is why we casted a blind vote.
Against Man United. That was a shit Man United team.
And there is a winner here, ladies and gents. And the winner of worst match of the season goes to Arsenal 5, Chelsea 0.
No.
I mean, that hurt. That hurt.
I mean, no, it hurt. No, it hurt.
At the moment, I can't lie, that hurt.
No, I agree. But like, we missing our 2 best players. Like, we all knew that was.
Yeah, and also it was at the end. It was near the end of the season. We'd already gone through shit. Do you know what I mean? I mean, come on.
I mean, the Burnley game was in the end of the
season. I
felt that was probably worse.
Remember, and just to be clear here, 5 of you guys voted for this.
Yeah, exactly.
I did vote for this. I think any of the matches that got nominated could have won, and I think any one of them would have been right.
I voted just one of the 2, yeah, but
I think any of the ones that got nominated could have won, and I don't think we could have argued against it. That's how bad some of these results are.
Second place was Man United versus Chelsea.
Yeah, those were the 2 I nominated the United game and the Arsenal game, because that Arsenal game I was watching that I was livid. I
think the result against Arsenal.
Well,
yeah, go ahead, Scott.
I was livid until I decided to just like stop getting pissed and celebrating Kai Havertz scored, just because shits and giggles. Like, if I'm gonna either lose my head or I just need to laugh and just take the piss.
Yeah, I did laugh when he celebrated because I thought about all the fans who sucked this dick.
Marshall, where did the Middlesbrough game place?
So honestly, we had a 4-way tie for third place between all the other categories. So Middlesbrough fell in that category. Yep.
I didn't vote for the Middlesbrough because at the end of the day, the Middlesbrough game just didn't matter. We won the fucking.
That's what I'm hearing. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a second leg, so it was like.
You guys are okay being outclassed. That's fine.
We literally want the home leg, so it doesn't matter.
Listen, at the end of the day, we all came into agreement that Arsenal was one of the worst games of the season. So by that,
it was an embarrassing scoreline.
Yeah,
I expected us to lose on that one. It was an embarrassing scoreline
to an extent too. Won't you say
the problem is that was in like, was it early May or late April? And by the time of the game had come around, we were just waiting for the season to end. If we're being honest, right?
Yes.
So whereas the other game,
we knew going in that we didn't have Palmer and Gusto.
Was that our sixth game?
I don't know what it might be.
Say that again, Prime.
That was our 7th game left.
I believe so. Actually, we had 7 games left, something like that.
It's funny. Chelsea fans talk about our 5-game run, but 2 games before that, we lost.
But I will say, with the Arsenal game, right? yes, the scoreline was embarrassing, but also the way the players just dropped and just did not look at all like they knew what the hell they were going to do on the pitch. Didn't at all look motivated to come back or fight. It was. I agree with the voting. It definitely was the worst game of the season. I voted for Man United up there as well. I think I said 2 nominees for this one.
Yeah.
So my votes were Arsenal and Man United for sure. Man United for me. Middlesbrough was one. Like, there was a few, obviously. Middlesbrough was, if I had to vote a third one, Middlesbrough would have been there just because the pedigree. But for sure, United for me, just I lost my head.
I can't. I think my second one was Sheffield, just because of. Oh my god! It was either that or the United one, but
Burnley, I fucking hated more because of the red card, and we bottled it. That really sucked.
I can't lie. The thing with the Burnley one is that there's been other games where teams have been down to 10 men and we still got fucking slapped. So
I mean, because it's Burnley in their relegation, we lost to 10. Losing to Burnley, it wasn't a loss, it was a draw, but drawing to Burnley,
but
11 men
Chris,
would be bad,
I think
but
the
Company got sent off as well, not just
I
the player.
think the performance overall though against Sheffield United were worse by like quite a bit. We just missed chances against Burnley. We couldn't even.
I think the performance thing. Then,
no, but Chris, we couldn't even create against United or Sheffield. Sheffield, we literally had a fucking set piece and a decent goal by Madueke, and in the second one, in the United game, Palmer literally somehow squirmed it into the corner. That was it.
Oh yeah, I know that Man United game was poor. I would have been third choice for me, but
yeah. All right, so we're gonna continue on. We did lose Scott. Scott did say he couldn't stay too long. So that being said, we're going to move on to our next category. But yes, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, our worst game of the season, voted by the panel of Casually FC, was Manchester United. No, I'm sorry, Arsenal versus Chelsea, 5-0. Very, very sad times. But let's continue on. Let's go on to better days and happier times. Arguably the best of times this season. With our next category, the best match of the season. And ladies and gentlemen, there were also a handful for this one. 5 nominees. Starting off with the first nominee. Chelsea 4, Man City 4.
I mean that's a good game.
Good contender. I don't think anyone expected us to even get that result at the time. And then we showed up and made a comeback. Last minute, Cole Palmer penalty, 4-4 against Manchester City with a team that we had no fate going into that one. Then the next nominee that we have here is Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 3, the FA Cup second leg.
Fucking minerals, bruv.
Absolutely minerals, yes. That was a game where I think we just lost Liverpool. And we didn't look at all like we were going to win against Villa.
We were in. Wait, was it after the cup final?
I think it was. It was after the cup final. It didn't look at all like we were gonna go over to.
We had lost in the league. I don't know if it was Liverpool or someone else. But
maybe someone in chat or someone here can clarify. But
I think we just lost to Wolves.
It could have been Wolves as well.
I think it was that.
It could have been Wolves. It could have been Wolves and Villa and Liverpool, the back-to-back. We went into this game knowing we were gonna go to Aston Villa's turf and not think we were gonna go. Aston Villa at the time had a really, really good home record. I don't know if they were still undefeated, but they were
unbeaten at the time.
Are you talking about when we beat them 3-1 in the replay?
Yes, that is what I said.
Were they on a form during that time?
No, they were undefeated, I believe.
Not at home.
Or they had injuries.
At home, they were undefeated. At home, they were undefeated.
They did not have injuries then. They had something wrong with them during that time.
We can say we had injuries.
We had injuries too.
Yeah.
Our third category.
Squad than them as well, but yeah, fair enough.
Our third nominee, Everton 6-0. Or Chelsea 6-0 Everton. So Everton 0, Chelsea 6.
What?
Was it?
What?
Wait, I forget where. Was it at
Chelsea
home?
6, Everton 0.
It was
yeah.
at home.
Yeah.
Okay, Chelsea 6, Everton 0.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wrote that one down wrong.
That's
The Everton
sure
6 0.
on that.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
No, hang on. You did it. Hang on. No, other guys. You did it the American sports way. Where they go, the away team packed like that. So that's the scoreline. That
Not Marshall's been hanging around Chris too long.
No,
gotta
I
drag
only
me
wrote
down,
in my
huh?
notes the Everton 6-0. I already knew everyone was gonna know what we're talking about. I knew what I was talking about.
Hey,
All
well,
right.
it certainly wasn't going to be at Goodison Park, was it?
Yes.
No.
So the fourth nominee for best match of the season is Chelsea 4, Man United 3. The last minute winner at Stamford Bridge. The last minute Cole Palmer hat trick
Wait.
to finally end the spell.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is this most entertaining match, or is this best performance? Because how was a couple of these?
He didn't write performance. He didn't write
This
performance.
is whatever you want it to be, right?
Well, that's
Yeah.
isn't
Yeah,
there-
this could be whatever
Wait,
you
wait,
want it to
but
be.
there's a
Best
best
game of the
moment.
season.
I'm
Don't
confused,
blame
though.
the people.
There's a best moment category. Oh,
I said best game of the
I'm
season, not
sorry.
best performance.
But
Yeah.
oh, okay. Because I fucking hell, I thought it was best
I
performance.
mean, surely to
It's
have your
okay.
best game,
You could say whatever you want it to be.
surely to have your
because-
best game, it needs to coincide with your best performance. So
yeah, that's
Something
why
like
I
that,
didn't think
yeah.
So
I mean, that was a good performance, by the way.
That was a good performance.
against
The
Man United,
United game was a good performance.
Yes. We only
No.
Wait. Let me at least name the final category. The final nominee, fifth nominee is Chelsea 2, Spurs 0.
Okay, that.
Oh my god, you haven't even. My one's not even on there.
Wait, what about the West Ham one? Was that not nominated?
That's my one. I know
that's-
I didn't participate, but that would have been my one. The West Ham game.
I picked the Spurs one just because we were dominating one of our biggest. Well, I hate fuck Tottenham, man. That's why. Can't lie.
I mean, what do we think about the categories here?
I think they're all solid, fair. Like,
Or not the categories, the nominees.
well,
I get it for entertaining. If it was entertainment, I get why the 4-4 is there, but performance-wise, that's nowhere near. up there.
No.
Yeah.
City one is a good performance.
No,
I
the
think
1-0 was the better
Andrew is-
performance. The 1-0 was a better.
Yeah,
performance.
I agree.
Andrew is right. A lot of the people here don't have a grasp of comprehending the English language. So
I think no. I think I can understand where the confusion is. All right, in this one, where you go like best match or most entertaining match or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Or I think I can see where people will get confused. The other categories, I don't know how you get confused.
Andrew, you can see where people can put a 4-3 against Man United last minute.
No. Hang on. I know why people have put that because it's a Cole Palmer hat trick, but if you actually look at the game, that was not a good performance.
That was shit.
Exactly.
No. We was actually performing pretty well until Kai said the fuck.
Bro,
us
we
up.
made Anthony look like.
No,
oh my
because
god, we made
it
Anthony
was-
look
it
like.
Now that I think
why-
about it, Chris, that was a really shit performance. Remember,
No,
I
but
said
I
that was the
wasn't thinking
best
about it,
worst
right.
performance.
Right.
We did
I-
have to embrace.
We were
But I'm not
2-0 up
thinking
and
purely of
3-2
performance,
down.
by the way. I'm not thinking purely of performance. I'm thinking purely big game. We needed to show up and get that result, and we did the last minute. That's very
You're
good.
wrong,
like
man.
to have. I thought it was a really good game to watch as well.
Listen, I picked the
everything.
4. I picked the 4-4 because I didn't expect us to perform like that against City.
Mm.
That's why I picked it like that. And I thought, in actual fact, in every game this season, I think we should have beaten City, but we just didn't take our chances. And I think we were screwed over in that game.
The pen.
'Cause I didn't think that was. I didn't think that was a penalty on Haaland. I
Agreed.
think that was
Oh,
like
that
a
was
50.
true.
That
So
was so
My
yes.
problem with the 4-4, like I get it to a degree, but there was a few moments in that game. Like for example, the way we defended, wasn't it? They took a set piece short.
The Bernardo Silva cross. Yes, I know.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was
right
woeful.
that was a mixture of man marking and zonal at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Mhm.
I mean, I was impressed we scored 4 goals past City, by the way. That was
But
impressive.
their
And it's a good
their
game, what?
fourth goal was a deflected one of
Yeah.
Thiago Silva.
Oh yeah, Rodri.
And then even their second one right at the start was a bit. It was poor.
Oh, Chris, by the way, our best game of the season, 4-3 against Man United. The Bruno goal.
Yeah, that was a
You
poor
think-
goal to concede. I know.
Okay, but that's part of our best game, right?
No, but it wasn't purely like just performance I'm thinking of, by the way. I'm just thinking best game. That was a very entertaining game, by the way.
That's what I'm sorry. I can understand why people have put it into.
If he said performance, I actually want to put that in. If it's purely performance, I really wouldn't.
Best or entertaining. It can be mixed. Yeah, you can
take notes for next year.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's first time, man.
Like the AC.
I think you have to next season go, well, first of all, if you're going to wear a suit, you're going to have to put something like a fan in your room or AC.
Yes.
Or do it outside or something like that. And outside would
have been worse outside.
With a window open. And second, next time you do like, if you want to do best match or like split it into best performance or something like that, or like that for next year, just that. But I can understand why people would get a bit like mixed up or choose from either end of the spectrum. So,
well, believe it or not, Winter Surfer, we have another tiebreaker.
I can understand this one being the tie.
Ladies and gents in the chat, you have 1 minute to vote on this one. Starting now, it's a tiebreaker between Chelsea 4, Man City 4, and Chelsea 4, Man United 3.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Listen, it makes sense. It does make sense.
I do admit, please vote the 4-4.
I do admit that the Man United game was really shit, but the result ended up being amazing, and the comeback ended up being quite a phenomenal.
I celebrated like hell for that final goal.
You heard me on Discord. You were there, weren't you? I lost my mind.
I knew it was going in as well. I had to mute myself.
Let's tell you a weird thing. I was watching that game, right, and I was just relieved that we weren't going to get beat again. And then Palmer scored, and I didn't celebrate because I just went. I did the Russell Westbrook thing. I went, what? Like that. I went, what's just happened? Like that. I didn't realize that we'd won for like 15 seconds.
I can't.
Then I went, oh, we've actually beaten them.
Andrew,
we were so rubbish in that second half.
I went for a piss thinking it ended 3-3.
No.
Why does that always happen to you?
I know. I went for
mine was food. I miss goals when I get my food. Actually,
a lot of people going, "Phew, at least we haven't lost again to Man United." Do you know what I mean? After that, imagine
not
losing twice to this shit team.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And then Palmer pops up and we go, "Huh." What? My brain.
Now, my memory of that was because we won the Discord and Ahmed was ahead of us. So you hear like 5 seconds before the Palmer goal goes in, Ahmed is going like ape shit. Like,
I muted myself before it happened. I felt like it was going into that shot.
Yes.
For the love of God, will you take at least the waistcoat off for Christ's sake?
You gotta commit.
Is it coming through the mic?
No.
But I'm just saying for your health and safety.
No, it's okay. It's okay. If I pass out on stream,
it's okay. You get views.
Listen, people, get the likes up so I don't pass out on stream. How about that? Because we're at 37 and we could be at 40. But all right, we got our votes in, ladies and gents. The chat has voted. The people have voted. And the winner of best game of the season is going to...
Oh, we know this.
Chelsea 4, Man City 4.
Yeah, nice. Thank God.
That was actually my first pick, by the way. I mean, both of the teams on that.
We did have our boots on.
It was on my thing anyway.
Hey man, Chelsea heritage is dead when the domination against Spurs is not. Chelsea heritage is dead.
But I think that game is a good middle ground between like the United game and like the Everton game.
To be fair,
we were able to come back. The mentality was there. We didn't play bad, but we didn't defend well. And then it is again. It is Man City. So.
I can come up to you by this guy.
So, being Man City, we didn't go there with high expectations, and for us to play like that and make a comeback, what was it? 3 times or twice in that game?
Three. No. We took the lead. They took the lead. We equalised. Then that we took the lead, and then So we came back 3 times in the match, but we took the lead once as well. So
So three ways to or three times in that match that we made a comeback, and it was a very entertaining match. I think it was a very well performed match as well, mentally, physically on the pitch. So I have no disagreements. As our honorary audience member, Oliver, your thoughts on the winner tonight?
I mean, as I said previously, what would have been my personal pick had I participated wasn't even on the list. My favourite match of the season was the West Ham 5-0 at home. It was just like
I think that went under the radar. I think that went really under the radar.
Is it because of performance?
No one
Then?
voted for it.
How could we?
Chris, it was everything. I thought the performance was great. I thought the players were all in their correct positions. I was just enjoying it myself. I thought it ticked every box.
I'm sorry,
I
Oliver. I was going to vote that. And
I hate West Ham as well, by the way. So that's
fuck West Ham.
Oh, okay, that adds to it. Now, our next category, our second to last category, ladies and gents, if you haven't smashed the like button or if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. This is our first ever annual Casually FC Awards show, and we're having all the controversy, all the drama, the blood, sweat, literally, and tears that you would expect from an award show of this pedigree.
Next year, we're in Vegas to do it.
Next year, we're in Vegas in front of those fountains, the cool ones that everyone likes to see.
And Marshall will be in. We'll all be in different rooms, but Marshall will be in an even worse motel room with no air than what he's in right now.
And I'll have a jacket on this time.
have a woolly jumper on in Nevada when it's triple figures.
Oh my days. Okay, our next category, and these last two have a lot of nominees, so I'm glad I saved them for last. Ladies and gents, our next category is, this is fun, best goal of the season. We had a lot to choose from for this one.
I felt like
we had a lot to choose from.
How many options did we put in? Was it just one?
Three.
I think there was 3 options each person. There were so many. There were so many. I wanted to give the benefit of the doubt, and I wanted it to be like a clear-cut winner because I don't think everyone was going to choose the exact same 3. And there were some really, really like highly touted ones on here. So we'll start up with the first one. The Cole Palmer halfway line goal against Everton, the one where he nutmegs Bratwaite. I think that's his first goal in that game. Absolutely. I think that was the first goal. I mean, not halfway line, outside the box. Yeah, outside the box. Yeah, not halfway line. Sorry, I mixed that up.
It was basically halfway line, by the way. It's basically there.
Not.
It's like a couple yards away from halfway.
It was outside the box. It was outside the box.
Wait, Caicedo?
No, why are you not listening, bro?
Okay, my bad.
Chris, how did you hear, or how didn't you hear the bit where he said Branthwaite was nutmegged? That was not Caicedo.
I heard nutmeg. That's the only thing I heard.
You thought of Caicedo?
Yeah, well, I didn't see it, but I just accepted.
Okay.
You was right.
Why don't you just say, what did you say? What did you just say? It will clear up a lot.
The amount of times I say that, and I get slandered for it. So, I thought I'd go in deep.
No, you get less slamming than you would get, like, just making up stuff in your head.
What can I say, Andrew? My bad.
If I remember correctly, by the way, that wasn't a nutmeg on Branthwaite. It was in the same match that happened, but it wasn't that goal.
Oh fucking hell!
It was a Pickford. It was a Pickford.
The first one was a nutmeg.
Yeah.
It was a nutmeg. Was it not on Branthwaite?
It was a nutmeg. Yeah, in the build-up. Yeah.
No, but you that was the wrong goal. I'm talking. So the one outside the box was a Pickford.
Yeah, that's what we mean. Yeah.
It's about Pickford giving the ball away or passing it and then the defender messing up or something like that.
Oh, so I conflated answers on that one. Okay, regardless, I thought you meant that one because that wasn't that good of a goal.
No, I picked the Palmer first goal, but I said
the play. Yeah, this is why I tell people to specify, but it is all right. It is what it is. So yeah, the first goal.
Only one that actually specified mine.
I specified
Okay. Out of all of us that voted, Prime and Scott passed with flying colors.
Oh, come on.
With flying colors.
You said mine was
no hesitation.
You said one thing.
Yeah, theirs was pretty much near perfect.
Yeah, so was mine. That's just one bad thing.
No, I had to go back and correct you. I didn't have to do that with Prime.
You can't blame us when you gave us like 112
Fair enough. And that's why. Fair enough.
I mean, yeah.
We continue on to the second nominee for goal of the season, which obviously it would be unjust for this to not be in this contention. Caicedo's goal against Bournemouth, the halfway line goal. at the that was our last game of the season, wasn't it? Yeah, right.
It was, yeah.
It was our last game of the season. Caicedo's first goal for Chelsea, phenomenal goal. Don't think we've seen something like that at Chelsea. I can't remember off the top of my head a goal like that for
It's
Chelsea.
been a while since.
Yeah, maybe Fabregas. No, I don't
Hey,
know. I'm not gonna-
Zappacosta! Come on, shots for
Oh,
Zappacosta.
Oh, okay.
That one.
That's
Right.
not white.
It was
Our
basically
third
what I was
nominee.
remember.
Our
It's
third
foul.
nominee is the Mudryk goal against Arsenal.
Oh shit!
Oh.
I mean, that's
Mhm.
kind of an accent, wasn't it?
Well, it's still a goal, and when you
Yeah.
look at it from the,
Yeah,
if
it's
we were to
a
look at it
good-looking
and
goal.
say it was intentional, then it's a
That's more-
fantastic goal.
I mean, it's a
close
good looking goal.
That's closer to the Zappacosta one, Chris, than the fucking Caicedo.
I mean, Chris, you weren't intentional, but here we are.
Oh my!
Oh, really?
Christ.
That's crazy, man. Oh my! Prime might need a timeout.
Let's
It's not even
let's
lying.
calm
That's
down.
crazy.
Let's calm down.
That was
All
a
right.
verbal.
I mean, my dad
Yes.
did one away Prime, so you're right.
Oh my!
You got a
God.
yellow card for that one. Yellow card for that one. Jesus
my
fucking Christ!
You're right, Prime. You ran away when I was on the
Oh,
fair.
You both get a
Now
yellow
that's
card
bad.
now.
I got the, no,
Let's
I got
continue
the
on. Can I finish my nominee list, please?
I got the
The
ball.
fourth nominee is Enzo's free kick goal versus Villa in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
That was a brilliant goal. That was a brilliant
We're in
goal.
the fourth nominee, not third.
I said fourth.
You said third.
Oh, I can't remember. Marshall
Okay, I said fourth. Fifth
Yeah.
nominee is Madueke's goal against Leicester City in the FA Cup.
Oh shit, that was
Nice.
That was.
That was a very nice
You
goal.
can't put that in there.
Why?
What do you mean?
That's against our manager now. Can't put
Uh,
that.
Fair play, fair play. All right, Madueke's disqualified.
no, he's not. No.
He
no,
disqualified.
no. I'm just kidding.
Remember, Leicester are a Premier League side playing in the Championship, so that
Yes.
counts. Remember?
That's
For the
true. No,
rest
I'm
of-
just saying for like nice, every calm,
Mm.
new
So-
manager.
Our sixth nominee in this category is going to be Cole Palmer's goal against Luton.
That's a
Oh,
funny
the
comment.
third one.
That's a very funny comment, Adam CFC. That's a very funny comment right there.
Hey, at least you didn't miss the whole show like Ahmed, man. At least you didn't miss the whole
Yeah,
show.
at least you didn't miss the whole show like a certain panelist that was supposed to be here.
Don't worry, there's a 2-hour pre-show and an 8-hour after show. After the
Exactly. All right, and then our last nominee for goal of the season is Madueke's goal versus Luton as well.
Damn,
So-
no
Those
shot
are
for
your
Enzo
seven
FA Cup.
nominees.
Damn.
Chris,
You just said it.
Did he?
yes.
Let's
guy.
go backstage then, yeah? We'll go backstage.
Nah, do you know what, Prime? I applaud Prime for what he said. Actually, now, do you know what?
Chris,
Fair play.
you're in the sin bin now. I hope you feel shame for the fact that you did this twice in the same category.
You
I'm
know
sure
what?
Right
I
in the
didn't,
same category.
I
I'm sure
didn't
when
hear
you
what
said it ago, he reacted to it as well.
I didn't hear what
Well,
Chris said.
I know he reacted to it.
I didn't hear what Chris said, and now I'm happy I didn't.
Chris, you're a crazy man. You are crazy, Chris. All right, you can come back, Chris. You're insane.
I need my hair out my ears, man. I took him out.
Yeah, you do. A lot more than that.
Oh
fingers
my
out as
god!
well.
Aaron, look at Aaron's comment, man.
Nah, he might. I wouldn't be surprised. You
Come
should
on,
go see a
I have
doctor,
to-
Chris.
No,
Just go see a doctor,
mention
man.
not hearing it, man.
No,
I care about you,
dementia-
Chris, as a friend. You should go see a doctor. This is concerning.
Dementia has Chris.
Dementia, that's Chris.
Fuck, I'm already young. Like,
But how do we feel about these? I mean, these are all good contenders. I'm not gonna lie. You guys remember the Luton goals, the Palmer goal, and the
Yeah, I just listen. I think the Palmer one's very good. The second one that he scored is very good finish. I just didn't put them up there. I just didn't think they were good goals. I just didn't think they were goals of the season.
There were some that didn't make it, by the way. That
The
were
Madueke one against Luton as well. It's not.
Yeah,
It's a good goal.
I think it was a good goal because he did it near post, and it was
Well, yeah.
brilliant because of that. But there are some contenders that actually didn't make it either, like the Mudryk goal where he dribbles past the players.
Newcastle?
Was it
Oh, the
Newcastle?
Newcastle one in the league.
That one was one that I was surprised to not see on this list.
oh,
The
Yeah.
By the way,
Jackson's
this
goal
might be.
against
I don't
Everton.
know if you guys agree. I think Mudryk's goal against Newcastle was more skilled and better than the Arsenal one that got in.
I agree. Yeah.
Another one
I
too.
actually agree with that one.
By the way, when I was looking back at some of these goals, by the way, and shout out to Oliver for giving us that compilation. It made it a lot easier to figure these goals out.
Well, I didn't watch it.
When I was looking at some of these goals,
Surprise.
when I was looking at some of these goals, damn it, Thiago still was really good at heading the ball. Like some of the goals he was scoring from headers was brilliant, but he had one goal that I thought was brilliant as well. Where I think it was Sheffield or Bournemouth. I think it was Sheffield. No, or Brentford, where it's a corner and he just lifts his foot and it goes to the complete the other post and it goes in.
He's got a crazy jump on for.
You know what? He reminded me of headers and the Palmer header against Brighton away.
Oh, that's a lovely goal.
Away because the cross doesn't mean anything for Cucurella. He just
that header.
The way that Palmer ran onto it and then guided it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't even in the 6-yard box. He was still around the penalty area, but to the side as well. It wasn't even straight on. He actually looped. He was hiding it, looped over. It's a very good goal.
Swivel against Everton, I think.
That's a good one as well.
Yeah. You guys remember the I can't remember what game it was, but I remember it was the one where Badiashile flicks it back into the box and Axel Disasi.
Enzo against Brighton, 3-2 at home.
It was Enzo. Yep, it was Enzo. That was another brilliant goal. I
got to say, Gallagher's one against Villa away is a very good goal.
That was another good one as well.
I'm not saying this should have won, but I just want to put it in because it was a good goal. Carney against West Ham, I liked how he took that.
That one was one for me too. Yeah. I wanted to put it in, but when I only had 3 options, I had to take it out.
I really like that. I don't know. I was a fan of that Enzo goal. That free kick.
That was a good one.
I really like that goal.
On point.
Let's go.
The Enzo,
Sterling versus Newcastle as well by Kevin. Yeah, fucking brilliant.
The Enzo free kick is in there. The Sterling free kick was there.
I know you're taking the piss now, but I said Enzo free kick against the FA Cup.
Piss off.
Bro.
Really?
Are you serious?
Bro.
Yeah, the FA Cup one.
It's
he mentioned it. You mentioned it.
No. Hang on. I said I really like that one. I was just mentioning please, don't do me a first try. I
thought you were mentioning the ones that weren't mentioned.
We're not doing this. No.
The Sterling one is a contender, by the way, as well. It could have been, but it didn't make the list.
Why are you mentioning a goal that's already in the category?
No, I was just mentioning how I really liked it because you guys are mentioning goals.
We know you liked it because it's in the category.
The ones that weren't nominated, Chris. Now.
Yeah, we were talking about the ones that weren't in the nominations.
Sterling's goal against Man City when we drew 1-1.
It was a decent counter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's not goal of the season, by the way. I'm just saying.
No, it's a very good goal.
Sterling has a couple of goals that are actually like even the one against Luton where he dribbled. He snuck it in. That was pretty.
Jacksy's goal against was it Leeds or Leicester?
Can't remember.
We were 1-0 down, and then he scored within a few minutes.
I think it was Leeds.
That was Leeds.
That was good.
So I'm thinking about it.
I like as a team goal. I do like the winner against Forest.
Yes, that was lovely. I agree.
Yeah.
James and then to
winner against Forest. My boy Reece James, man.
All right, are we ready for the winner?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gents. Actually, Oliver, I didn't get to hear from you. Actually, I mean, what do you think about these goals, and which one would you have picked as your winner?
It's really tough because, like, how do you say what's a good goal? Is it the quality of the strike? Is it the build up to it? The build up?
It's like, in terms of
all of it, yeah.
Because, like, no, but you can pick and choose if you want. Like, in terms of a team goal, I think it's probably the one where Palmer nutmegs Branthwaite and then has the shot from outside the box into the corner.
Yeah.
And then in terms of a strike, it's probably Madueke's goal against Leicester.
I know Prime's favourite goal of the season. It happened in the Everton game at home. Which goal? It was the last goal. It was Gilchrist's first ever goal for Chelsea. Prime was off his feet. Oh yeah, my guy did it. He's all
Wait,
good.
what was the score?
6-0. It was 6-0. He scored the 6.
1-5-0, to be fair. But
All
my
right.
TV cut off. Just as Gilchrist took the shot, my TV cut off. So
All right.
Are you pressing the off button at the same time, just coincidentally?
guess we'll never know. Never know if it was 6-0 or not.
So, ladies and gents, the winner
I say that.
of goal of the season, and by a landslide.
I love
let me
it.
say.
He's so goal right now, just after what Chris has done for the past 5 minutes.
Goal goes to Moises Caicedo, halfway line goal.
Yay! I voted for him too, man.
I'm racking my brain, and I can't think I've seen a goal from one of our players like that. I really can't.
No,
I've seen
it was
like
unanimous.
Charlie Adam. I saw Charlie Adam did it against us, playing for Stoke, but I really can't remember anyone doing that really. And I would have remembered something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it would have been like brought up as well. And that was, you know what? It was just inside the half as well. You know what I mean? It was just inside. That would have been compared to like Beckham's one, but no, for first goal,
for Chelsea,
that's amazing.
It was clear. All of us voted for it.
Yeah, 40 meters, wasn't it? Was that
Chris?
40 something like that?
Yeah.
Chris, don't you want to ask who won goal of the season?
This guy.
I mean, I pulled my hair out, man. Like I can hear.
It's okay. All right, we're good. We're happy for your
at least
progress.
at least now we know now that if Chris doesn't hear again, but it is
Essence
Dimension.
It's not Dimension, man.
Was further in, but it's still a good strike.
Yeah, that was an amazing strike from Essien. I mean, this has to go down as one of the best goals of Chelsea history, probably.
That was just because of further in. That away. I know
just because of how far away it was and how well it was done. I mean, this was unanimous.
We're still alive. This is a short show. We're only 2 hours in. It's short shows.
Yeah,
there's 3 hour one yesterday.
Yeah, there was a tiebreaker between Cole Palmer's goal against Everton. Nah, bro, get out of here. Get out. Get out. Get out. Nope. Get out. Nope.
Yeah, there's an interval. There's an interval of 14 hours. And then we're back.
How dare him? How dare he?
He's backstage.
Who do you think?
Man.
All the show, and he wants to show up now. No.
He had to go and allow her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, priorities, Ahmed. Yeah. Remember, Ahmed. Remember. We remember this.
I think he should be begging for forgiveness.
Yeah, I would say so. Okay, then. It was between the second place goal of the season was between Cole Palmer outside the line, or the Cole Palmer goal that we just spoke about, and the Enzo free kick against Villa. that was tied. Which
can we give it to Palmer the second place just because Oliver also thinks? Wait, I just realised. Why didn't Oliver just be the tiebreaker this whole time? Because he didn't.
Oh God.
Yeah, I want to remember the audience. Yeah.
Too much power.
He deserves the power more than anyone else.
At least I know I'm doing it.
Honestly, in hindsight, because Ahmed waited till the very last category to come in, it should have been Oliver. It should have been Oliver the whole time to be the deciding factor for all these. But it is what it is.
Stuff at the start. I don't know why I didn't think.
Can we make sure? Can we make sure we're writing stuff down to remember for next year? So I just don't.
No, I will. I'll rewatch the stream.
We're not going to remember, and then sometime next year, one of us is going to go. Wait, didn't we do this last year?
We'll have to rethink a few things here. Like, let's have like a weighting system for the have a ranking system for like.
That's where it gets too complicated. I think that's where it gets too complicated. I think I'll just rearrange how many nominees per each one, so we don't have like tiebreakers.
If we do
make our choices live,
Marshall, if we do the point system, I don't mind like calculating it and shit. Like,
I know you guys don't mind. There's certain people that probably won't get it right.
Wait, what the point system?
One's under me. One's under me.
No,
Wait,
Who's that?
the point system. How would that work? So
I'm joking. That's a joke that time.
pretty much.
I know you're gonna take it serious.
Brian, what it would be is for the first, you'd rank your picks pretty much. So the first one would be 3 points, second one 2 points, and then 1
Oh,
point.
yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
This
But that would mean
post,
Chris,
this is a
pardon?
conversation post.
Well,
Yes.
that would mean that every category you need to have like 3 nominees.
Yeah,
Marshall
that'd
didn't
be
do that for every category.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ahmed, big up on becoming a member at the cheapest tier. Tier. Big up. You're gonna have to do a lot more than that to redeem forgiveness. I bet you're in Al Ahwa as the $5 member, right? I'm just
That is
right.
crazy.
Oh.
Oh,
Right, my friend.
my gosh, trying to
We
get
don't
out
forget
backstage.
these things. We don't forget these things. He's not
I
even
think
backstage
that's.
anymore.
Is he not backstage?
No. Ahmed,
Oh,
you can
right.
hold that. You can hold that. But anyways, ladies and gents, we're down to our final category. And I think that was a very brilliant category. But this next category is going to be another 7 nominee decider.
Can you repeat
And that
it for Chris
is
3 times so he doesn't remember? So he doesn't
yeah,
forget?
Chris,
I
pay
mean,
very close attention.
It's getting late, man. Repeat it 5 times at least.
Okay.
I'm not in my 20s really. I'm in my 60s.
So
Sure.
our next nominee or our next category is best moment of the season. Now, this was open-ended, but we did have a winner. But this was open-ended. So, our first some of these open-ended.
This is favorite moment of the season. Don't change it now. Don't be afraid.
Some of these
I just remember
some of these answers were very broad, but there was a
Can I
refusal to
apologise
change.
to Andrew in advance, by the way? I want to apologise to Andrew in advance.
Why?
In case something wins, I want to apologise.
I'm just remembering the two that I gave Marshall. One of them was I want that one to win.
Yes.
No, I want the one that's not obvious to win. For the ones I gave you.
Okay.
I'll be behind. What?
Pause.
No, wait. I just meant private
You
chat.
better have a good apology. I'm just saying, Mr. Backstage. But our first nominee is Mauricio Pochettino being sacked.
Yes!
I mean, I forgot about Poch not doing that.
I mean, hey, that technically happened in the season.
I mean,
if that doesn't win, I need it in a tie, and I need everyone to vote.
Marshall,
Can't
put me on
stop
big
you.
screen.
I pre-planned this panel.
Marshall, put me on big screen. Put me on big screen just for that.
Oh yeah, true. I got you. There we go. Best moment of the season, right? That's a category. That's a nominee. That's a nominee. Our second nominee. Oh my God!
Who cares?
I just reread it. No, you will care, Surfer. I should not have counted this, but for the sake of banter, I'm counting it. Our second nominee was Arsenal not winning the league.
oh my God. You picked it. Don't look at me, by the way. Don't look at me.
Oh, Prime.
It's fine.
That's another one where you get the big screen on that one.
Other people agree with me.
Hey, Marshall, that's your boy Havertz, by the way. Let's not forget, man.
Hey, he's not my boy anymore. He's not my boy anymore. You should have seen how I freaking talked about him this season. Oh my God!
Did you burn the shirt?
If I ever get it, I will burn the shirt.
Yeah, that shirt either.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So our third nominee is Chelsea's comeback against United at home.
Yeah.
Yay.
You can hold that, Staffy.
Oh my God, bro! I'm a joke. Oh my God, you're a joke, bro.
Our fourth nominee for best moment of the season is Chelsea 4, Man City 4.
Oh, this is what actually annoys me about this category. Oh my God.
Okay. I mean, the whole thing.
I mean, the Poch one's really cool.
Is that really a moment?
Yes, because we made a 4-4 at the end, right?
So the penalty was
You mean 4-4 at the end? Is that what they
Yeah,
mean?
to make a 4-4.
Oh, okay, so you mean the equaliser?
You mean
the equaliser, yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. Because you just said the 4-4, but okay, that's a whole match. So.
Yeah. Sorry. My bad.
In the 5th nominee category and spot is going to be the 6-0 victory over Everton.
Well, that's a match.
In the number 6 spot, as a nominee for favorite moment of the season, we have
Oh my god.
Cole Palmer's season. It's a very broad moment, but it's a. I wish the season was a moment. It would have gone a lot quicker, and the pain would have been a lot easier to take. But that is apparently.
I mean, signing Cole Palmer could be a moment, I guess. That was a moment.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Best moment.
Bringing Cole Palmer to this club.
We could say that. Yeah, we could.
I always believed in him.
Mm-hmm.
And did not.
Wait, this is gonna be the best nominee of tonight's show, and I know it's definitely gonna be Andrew's favorite nominee. In the number 7 spot as contender for nominee or contender for favorite moment of the season is going to be winning penalties against Newcastle in the cup.
I'm sorry, I nominated it.
What was that?
Winning penalties against Newcastle.
You know what? I'm sorry.
Who voted that? Who voted?
Will, was that
I
you?
voted it. Okay, can you just hear me out? Yeah, I was at this point. It's just that how many questions were there? It's the last one. You know, I couldn't be tired anymore. You know, I thought this was like most entertaining moment, and to be fair, I can't remember most of the entertaining moments. All right, it's been a pretty boring season overall, outside of a few. So I just picked that because I had a bit of dopamine during that penalty shootout. So. It wasn't my first choice. I just put it forward. So it's not going to win, so it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Yeah. What do we think about these moments, guys?
I really like the penalty moment. That was a really good moment.
I think
I'm glad the Poch won. Obviously, I voted for Poch.
That's actually good.
I'm glad that's up there and people were. That's how bad our season was. Our best moment is getting rid of the manager. Right?
I rate the pettiness of like sacking Poch. I rate it. I should pick that. Fuck. Why did I think narrow and just games? Why not think outside the box? Shit like that.
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's there was some good selections here for sure.
Could have had a few more, like I don't know.
As an honorary audience member, what do you think?
Could have had a few more, like I remember Disarcy crowd surfing against what's their face?
Yeah, that was a nice moment.
Palace away, was it?
Maybe, I can't remember, but that was.
There's a couple over, I think. I think there was a couple where he was. To be fair.
Yeah. Off the top of my head. See, this is why you need time to think about these things. But that would probably be one of the things I'd.
One of the moments of
I gave people 2 weeks.
When Mudryk did the Bellingham celebration against Arsenal, that was so funny, man.
Oh, we did do that, yeah.
Remember Nicholas Jackson when he sued against
Oh
Tottenham?
my god.
I liked also when he tried dragging Cole Palmer to celebrate in front of the City fans. That was
or Enzo's celebration when he took
when
off
Jackson held up the shirt.
Yeah,
I love that celebration was cold,
man. Nah, I like Jackson, man. He's a good character. He's a good character. Oh, man. But yeah, ladies and gents, that being said, this is our last category for the night. This has been, we're about to finish, and we're going to pick the winner. But before we do, ladies and gents, go ahead and smash those likes. It helps us out tremendously. Definitely going to be doing this again next season, at the end of next season. And we'll definitely revise it and be a little better, and it'll run a lot smoother. Maybe Andrew won't get as angry. There won't be as much controversy, but there will be controversy. Don't worry. And yeah, we'll run it again. But I think people are going to enjoy this, and I think I had a great time hosting, minus the heat. But other than that, yes, ladies and gents, are we ready for our winner of best moment of the season?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
Right. And the winner of best moment of the season goes to Chelsea's comeback against United at home.
Good.
I'd have to agree with that. Like,
I'm a joke. Oh my god, bro, we're a joke, bro.
And as much as I don't like Poch, that was
we're a joke, bro.
As much as I don't like Poch, man, that was the biggest dopamine hit of the season. Like, that made me the happiest.
Yeah. You guys remember my reaction? I nearly lost my voice that.
I can't. If I could revote, I was about to say if I could revote, I'd put the Poch moment. But 2 minutes after that Poch statement, I saw Kieran McKenna and Enzo Maresca, so it kind of.
Hey, if it wasn't for that moment, I wouldn't have had that in my soundboard. It was a monumental moment in the season. It was just so nice to not lose to United and finally get over that hump that we were in with United. That we couldn't beat them and all that. It was a rough patch. I didn't want it to continue because before that game, how long did we go not beating United?
We haven't beaten them before that since 2017.
That's insane.
17,
in the league at least.
In the league at home.
That Morata?
Yeah. That was the last time before this.
Christ.
Yeah.
Conte second season.
I'm glad you asked this. This should have been a category. But my favorite line of the season, I think you guys know.
Is it what I think?
Oh my god. I am not a clown.
I'm not a clown.
I am not a clown. He actually said that when we looked back at the press conference. He actually said that. I am not a clown.
The Malang Sarr one, right?
My favorite.
Yeah, I like the Malang.
Too.
My favorite
quote of when he said after the cup final, my players thought they could win it on penalties, so that's why we sent it to the penalty. That's my favorite.
You know what else was a bit of a weird moment?
You know
when he got the match program and started naming all the youngsters on the fucking reserve bit of the bench?
Oh my god!
Like talking about how he's promoted all these youth players that are on the fucking bench. Yeah, nice.
Remember when he said he said that like Caicedo told him how hard Middlesbrough were to beat, and it's like Caicedo's never even played against.
Didn't Caicedo even know who Middlesbrough were? Let's be honest.
So what
Adam, you'll never love another manager more than me.
Oh, that one was criminal, man.
He actually said that.
Hey, listen, man. There are people.
Remember, love and hate can be mixed up.
Yeah.
So
I'll definitely never hate a manager as much as I've hated him.
When did he say that? Was that a while ago or mid-end?
A few months ago.
I think that was when he was going on his winning streak and he started chatting so much shit.
He started saying, I'm him.
Yeah. You'll never
How about the clapping when they said, "Oh, in 2024, you would have been 4."
If we need a laugh, we need to sign Poch back.
Any fucking rival, that's gaslit Chelsea fans into, or tried to gaslight Chelsea fans into thinking
Vader TV
Poch did a decent job, man. I can't believe it.
Vader TV.
Now, I tell you what, whether you decide to collaborate with him or not, there's going to be some dead weeks or dead days in the summer. All right, in between the Euros ending and Copa America beginning, stuff like that. That's a brilliant idea. Right there.
Staffy is a great content creator.
Collaborate, and you can literally go, "Oh yeah, you thought that was bad. I'll top it." There'd be like bad quotes from.
I can see that.
Hey, Staffy, if you want to, just for banter, I could start doing some studying, and I'll find some quotes.
I see your delusional take, and I raise you this.
We'll start from least worst to the worst.
Yeah. Like if you have your top 5. Try and get like a top 5 of each one, like that.
Yeah.
Just do that.
But nothing.
Be like a nice 30-minute video or something.
Nothing will top nothing will top the Ten Hag quote about eras are there to be. Oh, what was it?
Eras are meant to come to an end.
Yeah. That is.
I think it was the one when didn't they ever drew or lost? And he still said that they're one of the most entertaining teams.
My god! Yeah, that wasn't too long ago.
It was like, what? I think it was against Burnley. I think when they drew to Burnley or something like that. No, did they drew? No, they drew. And he came out and said that. It was like, what?
Can the thumbnail of that quote off be Ten Hag looking like Walter White from Breaking Bad? Can that be...
Yeah.
There's only one quote from Potter that will ever win a contest, and that was the on the press conference when he came out and said, "Oh, he laughed about. I've just been in an emergency meeting, 24 hours in Southampton at home."
Oh my god!
You know what I mean? He loses
also,
at home, 24 hours after stadium.
Saying, oh my. We'll take the draw and then we'll try and win the fucking Champions League.
Oh my god! Oh, dude, he didn't even say that with chest.
And he didn't even coach the match. Bless him.
The way we can laugh at these things once the match.
I know, right?
Guys, let's not. We got to be worried.
Hey, Chelsea, you gotta love it.
I heard a Maresca post-match, and he said the boys or the lads gave everything. I got PTSD.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But ladies and gents, that wraps up our show. Obviously, if you're watching this in the future, let us know in the comments down below what you thought was the most controversial of the categories. Who were your votes, and so on and so forth. I know save of the season, what was it? Player of the season, the signing of the season. There's a lot of controversy, and I fumbled the bag on a few, but it is okay. What the heck? This is crazy. Okay.
Oh Jesus. My God!
People have too much time on their hands.
It's fine.
Too much time on their hands.
It's on his channel anyway.
Yeah, people have too much time on their hands. But ladies and gents, we're gonna close it out here. Big up to the panel who participated and joined us from very early onset. You guys, without you guys' nominations, this would not have happened. Big up to the chat. Big up to everyone who's a member. All you guys are amazing. You help make this channel what it is. And listen, this is the Casually Chelsea Awards. We wouldn't be able to be here if it wasn't for you guys' participation and you guys, coming on here and being a part of the show. So I am very thankful, and I do appreciate you guys being here. Seriously, though. That being said... You love it. Oh man. But that being said, ladies and gents, as always, smash up the likes. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTubes if you haven't done so already. We are on our way to 3K. We have plenty of content that we're going to be discussing in terms of Chelsea news, transfers. We're still going to go with the Casually Chelsea show at Sunday, I believe, where we're going to be discussing all the news that has been happening in the last week. So be prepared for that. We're going to be on top of things, making sure we give you guys the news and the content that you come here to watch. Also, hit the bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of our future shows. Be sure to smash like buttons if you haven't done so already. Check out the memberships, all that fun stuff. And before we leave, as always, ladies and gents, we give shout outs to our members at the end of the show and our proper casual members at the end of the show. That's going to be B-Man, JC, Ishi, EE, Hassan Duwaz, Uncle Gestures, Will, OG Turbo Jesus, Dark, Adrian, Pelu, Coco 624, The Danzo, Gabriel A, Adib, AK Satit, and Joel. Thank you so much for your membership, guys. And as always, we're going to be rating out to Sarcasm City. Make sure to copy and paste the raid message you see in front of you. And that being said, ladies and gents, we will see you on Sunday for the Casually Chelsea show. And as always, thank you for attending the Casually Chelsea Awards show. We'll see you next year for another one. And stay casual as always. Peace.